just struggled to score against them. So, yeah, the polarising game plans seem to favour Irrewarra Beeac in these matchups.
Here we go, first quarter, all thanks to AKD Softwoods here, round 7, part number 1. The Cats and the Bombers here in driving rain. Angus wins the first tap down. Tyler Flanagan lays some good body pressure. Dylan Flanagan lays a very good tackle on Campbell Scott. Ball pin will get a ball up. Keep an eye on some of the matchups, boys, to keep a close eye on throughout the afternoon as well. Angus won the tap down. You think he's going to win a few little hairs this afternoon. Dylan Flanagan on hands and knees, fires at the hand pass away to Enor, hand pass back to Bluey. Angus, his kick was smothered off the boot. Stevens come barging through, kick up the ground now by Scott up towards the 50. No, Allen got in front, couldn't take it. McRae picks it up. Allen measly wraps him up at a very good tackle. Ball pin in.
Mitch McLovin is up against Callan Spence in the goal square here.
Yep.
And McRae is picking up Allen.
Well, the two games we've seen of Irrewarra Beeac this year, McMullen was playing in the forward line.
Don't mind that move. Stevens got up early. No one really won the tap down. Wisby couldn't quite pick up the footy. Tannis, Angus, around the 40. I think we're going to see a fair bit of today. He's been kicked out by the skipper and Flanagan. Dylan, he played his 100th game a couple of weeks ago. Grist dispossessed a strong tackle by O'Shaughnessy, but he didn't have the footy. And Grist will win himself a free kick, but in good form since coming back. He gets a hand pass to Stevens. Gee, that was a risky hand pass. It's been picked up by Stephen. Off the ColacImperials, good kick looking for Spokes, who couldn't quite take the mark. Richardson paddles it forward, but only picked up by Spokes. His hand pass was smothered. His hand pass seconds again along the ground. Stevens there for the Bombers. Coming through Stevens there off the Cats. Coming through now, Jet Price. He couldn't take it clean. He kicked up the ground. That's what you need to do on a day like today. Goes to about 25 out from goal. Picked up by Wisby. Dropped the football, but he didn't have it at the same time. And he was going to get himself the first shot of goal of the afternoon for about 20 metres out, almost directly in front. Well done by Flynn Wisby. He nearly took mark of the year last year until Matt Kelly took an absolute hang-up at the Central Reserve in the second semi-final. Still a bit cheesed off. We didn't get footage of that or anything like that.
You're spot on, Drew. It was good play by, I think it was Jet Price, who just hacked it off the ground. That's what you've got to do in these wet conditions.
He's kicked 5 goals already this season, Flynn Wisby. Comes in now directly in front. Puts it on its way. Whoa. And he has sprayed it. Just sneaks through for one behind. So first score of the afternoon on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. So the Cats one behind. Bombers yet the score. We played nearly 2.5 minutes first term.
Kicked that like a squash bug then. Here's Swain. Thomas Swain sends it out of defence for Irrewarra Beeac. Trying to chase the balls. O'Shaughnessy. He's tackled in the ground there by Flanagan. Ball up, centre half forward for the ColacImperials. Right in front of the social rooms here. So it was Scott that got tackled then.
Looks like Kale's picked up Tommy Jackson.
Long sleeve jumpers here for the Cats. Angus wins the tap out. Flanagan tackled in the ground. Here's Mitch the Bull Thornton. Guthers, no, couldn't take the footy. Here's a chance now for Noah Allen. He's tackled there by Uar McRae. And it'll be a ball up, 55 out from the Cats' goal.
Looks like Luke O'Shaughnessy's following Grist, and Sammy Lucas is taking, it looks like he's taken McGlade.
It was Stevens up against Angus in the ruck. Angus won the tap out. Ball comes out high. Good and mark. Gardner's taken the mark. So Spoofy Gardner.
I tell you, Maxie, we're a mark watch for him today. He takes marks every time we see him, Pete.
So Gonzo puts it inside the forward 50. Almost the ball past to Spence. Took out a few as he was standing there. Comes out to Garner. Couldn't take the footy. McCann's there as well. And here's a chance now for the Bombers. They're trying to work it out of defence and they can't. And Campbell Tannis wins the free kick. So Tannis in that Cole Remus flashy green boots kicked inside the forward 50. Here's Price, couldn't pick up the football as well. Richardson's going to get a high tackle and the Bombers will try and get it out of defence now. The tackling pressure of both sides. I told you, a bit of a contested game, I reckon, this afternoon.
Richardson goes out wide. Not a great kick looking for Lucas. Good punch away that time there by, I think it was Grist. Comes again to O'Shaughnessy. His kick looking for the boundary in front of Garner and Keating. And we'll get another boundary throw in, Pete.
That was Noah Spokes that stood right in the leading lane of Cullen Spence, and I'm not sure that he'll do that too more often.
Showers have disappeared. I think we might get a couple more throughout the course of the afternoon. Looking at the other side of the ground. Hopefully it stays away for a little while longer. Scott couldn't quite take it. Dylan Flanagan on hands and knees. Angus wrapped up by Campbell Scott. 2 redheads going at it for the footy. Picked up now by, I think it might have been Wisby. Coming through now, Thornton, just went to ground. Angus, Stephen, picked up now by Cunningham. Sends it, Tannis, I should say, kicked it a high spot. Allenton got the best seat, brought the ball to ground. Spike's got to kick off the ground, but it just had a bit, just skidded it like a cake of soap and through for a minor score. So the Cats have started off pretty nicely. They're 2 behinds. Bombers yet to go inside their forward 50 as yet. McMullen brings the ball back in, and he's going to kick it towards the outer city side, Winwood. It's pretty slippery out there too. Coming through there, Theodore, dispossessed. It's been picked up by Campbell Scott. He's got time and space. He gets a good kick to about 38. That's a beautiful kick to Allen, marks it. Beautiful kick from Campbell Scott. Many say he'll be leading the Marty medal at this rate. That was a beautiful kick to Noah Allen, who got off at the tribunal on Tuesday night. He has the opportunity for the first goal for the Cats.
Should have bought a lotto ticket. Yeah, no one gets off of that CDFNL tribunal.
And kicks the first goal.
No, Allen, if he kicks the goal here, watch him celebrate. On the stroke. Comes in for 35. Does he like it? No. Doesn't like it the moment that left the boot. And through for yet another behind to the Cats. They're wasting opportunities early. They're 3 behind, 3 points.
So Noah Allen's been creating a bit of movement there, and Campbell McRae's lost him in traffic a couple of times.
That's right.
Now.
Bombers yet to score. We're coming up towards the 6-minute mark in the first quarter, thanks to AKD Softwoods.
McMullen with the kick-out duties for the Bombers. Going to go on the outer side. He sends it out of defensive 50. I'm not sure where he was kicking to. Dylan Flanagan there, and Campbell Scott lead the race, but the ball slips out of bounds and be a boundary throw in about 55 out from the Cats goal. 3 points to 0. Bit of a soccer scoreline so far.
I don't think there'll be many goals kicked today, I don't reckon.
Nah. Umpire throws it back in. Harwood in the ruck. Wins the tap out for the Bombers. Chancing now for Cooper Stevens. Goes by hand. The breakaway play. Tyler Flanagan. Tackle to play without the footy. And it's going to go to O'Shannessy. AJ, I want to get a stat from you. I want to count all the long sleeves out there for the Imperials. Clarko would lose his nut over it.
Well, he wouldn't, he ever.
Bailey Cale gets the hand pass out over the top to McCann. Long sleeve to long sleeve. Got it over the top to Price. Price with the footy. Sends it inside the forward 50. Spence! Mitts out, couldn't take the mark. Swain got the hand pass over the top to Stevens. Stevens now kicks to Mitch the Bull Thornton, and he's got the win all by himself. He's off to the races. He sends the ball now inside the forward half of the ground, but a good mark there by Sammy Lucas, class over centre mark of the day. Ooh. The ever-reliable Sammy Lucas in defence. Got the kick out to Bailey Cale. Another long sleever went to Garner, but Mitch the Bull Thornton. He intercepts the kick. He puts it back inside the forward 50.
Oh, well done,
good
Theodore.
play there by Theodore. Punched it forward, kept the ball alive. He's going to try and gather the football again. Ball still in play. Comes out now to Caden Smith. Smith now's kick. Finds Jack Skinner. It was a good play. And Jack Skinner with the footy. He goes by hand. Finds O'Shannessy. McCann. McCann now kicks. Noah Allen's got the sit. Takes the mark. In front of McRae. So Allen now drives the ball inside the forward 50. Spence couldn't take the mark. Ground level. Kicked off.
Oh, yes,
George. There's a goal by George Stephen. How about that goal with a contender?
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Right it there. That's going to take some beating for the rest of the day, isn't it?
Palmed off by Callum Spence, who couldn't take the mark, and George Stephen, like his brother Jack, just the opportunist, kicked the ball off the ground and it went high, straight over the goal umpire's hat for our first goal this afternoon. And the Colac Imperials, 1-3-9, leading the Bombers. Yet the score, Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard, 8 minutes gone, Richardson Real Estate time clock. First quarter, all thanks to that wood place down the road, AKD Softwoods.
So I'd be making a change, centre half back and full back, swap them over. I think Campbell McRae gets lost a little bit up the ground. I think he's much better as a deep defender. We've seen him in the finals last year play really well there.
21st goal in CDFNL senior footy for George Stephen. That one's probably his best, and the Cats are going to clear it again through Garner. Hand pass was well smothered. It's been stashed by Edor. Edor's chip kick was partly smothered at the boot. Stephen there overran the footy. Coming there through Stevens for the Cats. Go beautifully trapped by Price. A high floating kick there. Spencer's got the box seat there. Created a contest there. He might have kicked us off the ground too. No, touched, according to the field umpire. Good call there from Peter Dinnick. And through for yet another behind to the Cats there. Gee, they must have learned their... must have got auditions for the Socceroos coming up.
Are they kicking a lot of balls off the ground, aren't they?
That's what you need to do on days like
Bombers
this.
just started slow, Maxie.
So McMullen brings the ball back into play here. The Bombers are under the pump early here. The Cats have started off really nicely. They're just wasting some opportunities as Lucas punches it out of play. And we'll get it tossed back into play. What else would you change, P, if you're Cam Parker and the Bombers?
Well, I think that's they seem to be getting some movement up there. Young Price is causing a few issues for them too at the moment, so they need to tighten up there.
Boundary throwing now, centre wing. Harwood doing the ruck work. Taken away by Flanagan. Caden, that was. Good to see him back playing footy. I did really well to get out of traffic and kicks the centre half forward there. Thornton at the back. Good use of the body. He's got an open goal to work with here too. Oh, he got tripped, I reckon. Yes, he was. Free kick, Bombers. Well done, Mitch Thornton. Just stayed his feet on the ground, which is not easy to do on days like this. And Mitch Thornton, well, at the first real opportunity for the Bombers, he'll kick from red 25. Good play there, Pete, from Mitch Thornton.
Yeah, it was. He kept his feet, and a day like today, it might be worth playing Mitch as a forward, actually, rather than out on the wing. He might offer something down there.
Going to be a superstar of the competition in the years to come. Hopefully the Bombers can keep hold of him. Mitch Thornton, 20 metres out, pretty much directly in front for the Bombers first. And the goal umpire doesn't move. Goal of the day contender. The Bombers are on the board.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Goal completely against their own play.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah,
only the second rule inside 50, and the Bombers needed that. They're 1 straight 6. ColacImperials 1-4-10. We played nearly 11 minutes in this first quarter, all thanks to AKD Softwoods. That is on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard this afternoon.
So they've been on top in the centre square as well, Imperials, early in this game. So,
Yeah, they have, Pete, yeah.
So we'll hope that Irrewarra can steady the ship there. Bluey's been winning the taps, but
spot on. Yep.
Imps seem to be able to get the takeaways.
For sure, yep, 100%.
Oh, I reckon we're in for a cracking afternoon game here, round 7, part 1. 2 potential premiership contenders. Angus just threw Jack Skinner out of the ruck. He's going to get a free kick. So the young apprentice gets the win. He sends the ball inside the forward 50. Allen's got the sit here. Couldn't take the mark. Good work there by McRae. Got the hand pass over top to Swain. He's tackled there by McCann. Hand pass forward. Here's a chance now for Noah Allen. Steadies. Has a shot and kicks the reply. ColacImperials get their second on the board. Noah Allen's got his first. And the Cats are 2-4-16. Irrewarra back 1 straight 6. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. 12 minutes gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. That was a quick goal there, Pete.
It was a quick goal. Irrewarra actually had possession of the ball, but in those greasy conditions, he couldn't hold on to it, and the easy handball come over the back to Noah Allen, and an easy reply.
Hasn't he started well?
Yeah, he has.
He's actually celebrating this week, Drew, which is good.
He started celebrating.
I sent an email to the club during the week.
A moment to left his boot, 0.01. He started celebrating.
That was like George Stephen, Drew.
I know, but that one was pretty obvious there. But no, Alan, he started like a house on fire.
Yeah, he's creating a lot of movement up there, and he's really opening up the forward line.
There, they've got him and Callan Spence, the deepest forward. So they've got 2 of their gun goal kickers, the deepest forwards as well, as we're going to do it all over again. Bombers just need a steadier once more here. The rain has disappeared. We had a bit of a passing shower about 5 minutes before the game started.
I think it's going to be on and off all afternoon.
I would think so too. And up again, Angus wins the tap down. Tyler Flanagan couldn't quite take it cleanly. Comes out now to Marnie, the recruit there from Panmure. Kicks the centre half forward, pouncing ball. Gris just punches it forward here. Here's a chance now for Jackson. Overran the football. Been picked up now by Gris. He's clever around goal. And that is a beauty from Charlie Gris. The quick reply from the Bombers. And it's the goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
He's a clever forward, Charlie Gris. He kicks his first goal for the afternoon, and the reply, it's a goal fest here.
Yeah, he doesn't need too many opportunities, Charlie, does he?
No, he doesn't. They go to 2 straight 12. The ColacImperials 2-4-16. We played 13.5 minutes in this first quarter, all thanks to AKD Softwoods. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. We're going to be in for a cracking contest.
Yeah, that was probably the first decisive centre clearance that we've seen Irrewarra get, and it resulted in a fairly easy goal.
Think quarter around the grounds. LV 21, Eagles 9, Beeac 44, Polar Bay 0.
Ooh.
Back in the middle now. So a good one. We've got the close one here, AJ.
Yes.
It's a rarity to see the Cats and the Bombers in a close one. Comes out now. Talking AFL terms, Lucas. Hand pass was smothered. Tyler Flanagan, slow start for him. Troy Keating punched the ball forward. That was a good work. Caden Flanagan tries to pick up the footy again. Good tackle there by Smith. Stops him. Ball still on the ground. Stephen battles the ball forward. Here's a chance now for Stannard. Tackled. Chance again now for Spokes. Kicks in hope. Almost a mark there by Allen. But he gathers the football. 40 metres out. Wayward kick. He's missed. No, he's just snuck it through from behind.
Could have had 3 already.
Yeah. No.
2 goals, 5. Oh, no, is it a point? Yeah.
Yeah.
Snuck through.
Blood rule. Jaden Angus has gone off Let's get a bit of claret off.
But I'll tell you what, ColacImperials just a bit of the smarts at the moment. Just bang the ball forward. That's all you got to do.
Tyler Flanagan, very quiet.
How many? What's his stats, AJ? Thanks to
I
Steph.
think he's had just the one, Drew.
Yeah, only 14 gone. He'll normally builds himself up. But here's McMullen now with the kick-out duties. Sends it out defensive 50.
Good mark.
Good mark, Harwood. Class over centre mark of the day. That was a good kick. The future back's gone to the CDFNL. I reckon he's grown another metre since we saw him back in round one. Big unit.
Well done, Sport.
Here's a chance now. Good tackle there by Cale. And we ball up on centre wing scoreboard side here at the Western Oval. Cats are 2-5, Bombers are 2 straight.
There's a lot to like about this game early, but Maxie.
Yep. So Skinner in the ruck again. Wins the tap out for the ColacImperials. Here's Spokes. He's tackled. That was Noah by Tannis. Just drops the footy. Here's Flanagan. He's tackled in the ground. And it'll be another throw in. Bit of argy-bargy. There, it'll be another ball in. So it's still about centre wing. Just favouring the ColacImperials attacking side. 7 scoring shots to 2 in this opening quarter. Just might bite them in the bum at the back of the game if they continue to kick behinds when they should get some good look-ins. Harwood's tackled on the ground. And it'll be a ball up. So Harwood tackled then by Jeremy Spokes, probably the tallest bloke on the ground via the shortest. You'll love to see it. So another ball up here on centre wing. Skinner up against Harwood. 2 of the big up-and-coming players in the competition. Harwood wins the tap out. Comes out to Dylan Flanagan. Stolen. Bailey Cale sends the ball inside the forward 50. I reckon it might be downfield. It's going to be a downfield free kick. And it's going to be Brodie Stevens who'll take the free kick directly in front. And they don't get 2 big opportunities like this. Directly in front, 25 metres out.
Do you have his stats for goals, Drew? Brodie Stevens?
Brodie Stevens has kicked 3 goals in his senior career here at the Imps from Camberdown.
Goes back. And he's missed it. 6 behinds now. We saw this happen to the ColacImperials on Good Friday. Elvie just couldn't kick a goal and dominated that term, and it came back to bite them on the bum too. So 8 scoring shots to 2. It's the Cats leading by 6 points.
Gee, they're going
literally 6 points.
It's going to be another boundary throw-in as well. There's the kick in there from McMullen. Was looking for Richardson, couldn't quite get there and just skidded along the ground, and we'll get a boundary throw in here. So the Cats get another opportunity here in this second half of this opening term, thanks to AKD Softwood. CDFNL live at the Western Oval this afternoon. Part 1 of this split round of the 7th round of the season of 2023. Allen again been very dangerous early for the Cats. Ball pinned, we'll get another ball up. 18 plays 12. Here's Sun trying to come out at the moment. One down by Harwood. Flanagan, Tyler just hacks the kick forward up towards centre wing. Bouncing footy was picked up by O'Shaughnessy. His kick was partly smothered. Jeremy Spokes tried to carry on the loose ball, couldn't do so. Swain come barging through. Just a hack kick forward and hope really well picked up by O'Shaughnessy, who was well tackled by Grist. And Ray Hayes says, give it to me, lads, and I'll throw it up. Once more on the edge of the centre square. Out of side, which is a little bit damp on the foot. We'll walk the ground a little earlier on.
You're doing laps of the ground.
Yeah, I was just having a look at the ground, mate. Just taking it all in. Caden Flanagan picked up the football, sweeps the hand pass. I think he's going to get a free kick for...
Sling tackle.
Yep, free kick will go to him. It's great to see him back. Caden Flanagan, the 3 Flanagans playing with one another. Beautiful ball over the top to Stevens.
They've replaced the Dunn brothers, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
Patch of Dunn brothers,
ball.
now it's all Flanagans.
Finds McGlade. McGlade's about 2 kicks from goal. He's going to set it the ball about 40 out. Jackson's on a lead. Punch away that time there. Might have been O'Shaughnessy. And Theodore just happy to see it go over. We'll get a boundary throw in here, heading towards the Princess Highway at end of the ground in the first quarter of the Bombers. Theoretically, the Cats should be about 3 or 4 goals in front because they've had plenty of opportunities. 6-2 straight.
Yeah, no, they've had plenty of opportunities to open up a good break here, but unfortunately they haven't been able to do it.
Jackson took it out of the ruck, took about 5 of them on, just a hack kick forward, really. Oh, they mucked around, disrupted the Imps' defence. Caden Flanagan, he's immediately tackled there by a couple of Cats, and they get another boundary throw out of it.
Counted 11 long sleeve jumpers for the Imps. That's half the side.
That's right. So boundary throw need to take place here. Gee, big goal here, next goal coming up before quarter time as we're about to end of time on. Jackson in the ruck, wins the tap down. Bouncing towards the boundary line. Coming through there was Smith. And we'll get another ball up once again. So just...
It's like Jackson Keegan looks like he's got the job on Tommy Jackson at the moment.
Yeah, big job for him in his first senior game as the Colac Imperial, the former Belmont Lion product. Coming through, Dylan Flanagan slipped over as he went to kick it. And we'll do it all over again. So a bit of pause in play at the moment as we approach time on this first term, which we're just about to hit now. Imps by 6 points, 2-6-18 to the Bombers, 2 straight 12.
Red time here, right on the top of the 50 here for the Bombers. They can sneak one here. Be huge. Skinner, though, punches the ball forward. Here's a chance here. Oh, Scott couldn't go to the football. Here's Thornton. He runs out of tarmac. Scott was under his hammer, and it'll be a ball up on centre wing. Sun's coming out here at the Western Oval. And it'll be a boundary throwing 2-6 to 2 straight, 18-12. Cats are leading, 8 scoring shots to 2. Story of the term, just blowing some big opportunities. Harwood versus Skinner. Harwood wins the tap out for the Bombers. Flanagan, Tyler puts it inside the forward 50.
Well,
another kick off the ground as it resulted in a big chance for a score for these two sides. And Tommy Jackson put the mitts out and took a Class A centre mark of the day. He's got the long sleeves on too.
Watched him in the practice smash a couple of weeks before the first game, and geez, he was kicking it from everywhere, Tommy Jackson. He was in great form that night.
Tore the Imps to shreds in that semi-final on a Sunday at the Central Reserve last year. This to level the scores. Tommy Jackson got it.
Beautiful.
It's a big goal, and scores are level on the edge of quarter time here in our round 7 broadcast. It is Irrewarra Beeac 3 straight, 18. Colac Imperials 2-6-18. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard 21.5 gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
That is a big goal because Imps have clearly dominated this quarter and they're going to go in a quarter time and it's going to be all even.
Stats resulting in kicks off the ground, AJ?
A lot.
It doesn't keep them, he just keeps the simple ones. We like it.
Seems like they've been very effective though, haven't they?
Yeah, well, that's what you've got to do in these conditions. Yeah.
Yep. So for the Imps' hard work, looks like the Bombers are going to be pretty much with them at quarter time, the way they're heading here. But the Bombers, the Cats, I should say, got the footy. Coming through out. Oh, beautiful at the dance move. They got the ball tonight, the Irrewarra Beeac, and he's just getting warmed up for it. To kick the centre half forward. There's a beautiful mark taken down there. I think there might be Sammy Lucas or take your pick, or Keegan. Keegan's ball's okay to Theodore. In fact, this is Keegan now with the footy. That was Theodore that took the kick there. So Theodore chipping balls, a dangerous one. Richardson run back with courage, brought the ball to ground. Spokes got to kick up the ground, but he dropped it before he did though. Holding the footy, free kick to Stevens, should come back. Should have been advantage, but umpire Petty didn't. He said, nah, we'll bring it back. So the Bombers have settled well in this later stage of this first quarter. Were completely outplayed by the Cats, who were dominating.
Great to see Cooper Stevens out there again after the unfortunate incident early in the year.
Yep, goes to his coach and Parker, showed a bit of candy, played on, goes towards the forward pocket. Jackson's got the box. Time! Jackson Keegan, take a bow. Class A centre mark of the day, if you don't mind. What a beauty.
Just won himself a tractor.
Tommy Cale, that was. He goes short, and O'Shaughnessy's taken the mark. He goes, dangerous ball, and Arnold marks it there. What a mark, Tommy Cale.
Paul Listro said he was athletic, so he certainly displayed it then.
Yep, Keegan, he's fallen down still, and so's Drew. Ball kick, though, wasn't a good one. Put him under pressure here. Here's Caden Smith, though, picked it up cleanly like it was Jason Horn-Francis of last night. Beautiful picked up, set the ball forward on the 60-metre mark. Players just can't keep it alive, and it's gone out of bounds in a boundary throw-in.
Free kick.
We've got vision of that, Mark, so...
Free kick, Maxie.
There we go, free kick to Jacob Stannard.
Not sure. Not sure what for either.
So Stannard is just going to kick it back to him. He's going to kick it out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, Paul Lustro.
Because I don't want the footy.
He nearly kicked that to Paul Lustro. He nearly got himself a stat.
Well, Listro did say during the pre-game that he's the best kick at the club.
Apologies to Jackson Keegan there. Tommy Cale, brilliant mark.
Ball kick to Wisby. So Wisby with the footy. He's going to go inbound. Wasn't a good kick. It went straight to Dylan Flanagan. So Flanagan now sends the ball inside the forward 50. Big pack around this one here. Off hands. Chance here now for McCann. He sends the ball out of defensive 50, but Dylan Flanagan's got the sit. Takes the mark. Quickly plays on. Dribbling kick. Chance here for Stevens. Stevens, hand pass intercepted here by Darcy Theodore. Goes up the guts here. Stevens couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance now for Spokes. Kicked off the ground there by Wisby. Here's a chance now for Campbell Scott. Takes a cheeky bounce, but he lost the footy. And he lands a big sling tackle, and it's been a free kick to the Bombers at half-back.
Fantastic pickup from Campbell Scott there. Wet ball.
24 and a half minutes gone first quarter, so nearing quarter time as Stano goes wide to Richardson. We've had some few highlights in this first quarter. We saw a great soccer goal kicked. We saw an absolute hanger just before from Tommy Cale. The kick, though, there from Richardson wasn't great up the line. And the mark being taken by Price. He's going to go in, ball, beautiful kick to Stevens. Just marks it there on the third bite. He's going to quickly go over the top. Good kick to Garner. Good contest here with him and McRae. Thornton picks it up, hand pass there to McRae, gives it to Tess Stevens for the Bombers. His kick up towards the forlorn. Good contest between O'Shannessy and Theodore. Edge got tackled very solidly. Play wants to call. They're going in very hard before quarter time. Picked up now by Edge there of the Cats. It's a bit of poise in defence. Goes out wide to Darcy Theodore. He quickly plays on. Goes at the hand pass to Luke Garner. Luke Garner having a good season. It's a quarter time. An entertaining first quarter which saw dominated by the Cats. And thankfully for the Bombers, a bit of inaccurate kicking has led them to scores level at quarter time. 2-6-18 the Cats. Bombers are 3 straight 18. We'll quickly go through the goal kickers. Stephen and Noah Allen, while Jackson, Grist and Mitch Thornton, the goal kickers for the Bombers. We'll take a break here and we'll be back for the second quarter here on CDFNL Live on Mix FM. It is scores level at 18 apiece between the Bombers and the Cats.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
Look good and function better with FXD. New winter stock available at Hip Pocket Workwear at Safety Colac. Choose windproof, waterproof or water resistant from FXD. Upgrade your work gear today at Hip Pocket, the Mix FM Business of the Month.
At Westvic Sheds and Garages, not only do they build you a shed, they'll also supply and fit roller doors, panel lift doors and motors. They can even retrofit a motor to your heavy tilt door. Colorbond fencing? Yep. They'll also help you out with that. Concrete products? Well, you wouldn't believe it. They'll help you out with that too. Want to know more? Go to West Vic Sheds, 411 Princess Highway, Colac West.
Get ready for a slasher of a deal at Swain & Mackay. For a limited time only, purchase a Deutz 4E tractor and receive a free slasher featuring a solid hitch, adjustable skids, multiple cutting heights and a 100 horsepower gearbox. It's the perfect fit. Plenty of options, versatility and grunt to meet the demands of day-to-day farming. All in stock and ready to go at Swain & Mackay. But hurry, this offer ends June 30. Visit Swain & Mackay Colac and ask about your free slasher today.
The Quarter Pounder. 100% Aussie beef, cheese, mustard and pickles. If you think about it long enough, you might forget you've already made dinner. Now that is a pickle. Grab a Quarter Pounder on the My Macca's app today. Available after 10:30am.
Mowers are in stock and available now from Mark Benton Farm Machinery Repairs Simpson, your authorised Ferris and Victor dealer. Ferris and Victor zero-turn mowers offer a smoother ride, delivered by 2 or 4-wheel independent suspension, together with a steel fabricated deck. Both brands are quality built and made in the USA. They also carry a range of belts and blades for other mower brands and stock a large range of 4-ply and 6-ply ATV and side-by-side tyres. Mark Benton Farm Machinery, 580 Sunday Ridge Road, Simpson.
The Ball and Chain, at home in Simpson for over 50 years. Pop in and taste some of their delicious meals with weekly specials, or make it a date each Wednesday for pot and palmer night for just $20. Check out the menu and make a booking by simply searching Ball and Chain Simpson on Facebook. The Ball and Chain, open every Wednesday to Sunday.
Ben Spokes at We Spoke Insurance Specialist can come to you with the ideal insurance to protect what matters most. You'll get market-leading personal service and advice with We Spoke Insurance Specialists. Find them on Facebook. Authorised representative of PSC Connect Proprietary Limited. Please consider all...
Today in Ballarat.
Yern Deville versus Warren and Maribyrnong versus Taratana is the... Because, you know, all the sides are changing
yes,
their names over. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm sort of hoping that maybe when we do Birregurra and Apollo Bay later in the year for the Indigenous game, we could do the same concept. It's a tongue twister when you're commentating, but we can practice towards it.
There's some ripping jumpers as well for Sadak Nichols' Indigenous round. We'll talk about that a little later on as the second quarter is underway, thanks to Kelly Civil Constructions. Level the scoring at the moment there. Campbell Scott come barging through, did really, really well. Paddles it forward to Spokes. Just a little volleyball pike it up towards centre half forward. Tanner's going in very, very hard. Dylan Flanagan lurking at the contest as well. Stacks on the middle, ball pin will get a ball up at left half forward for the Cats, who've done a lot of the attacking, but the goal kicking has let them down in a big way. Enor couldn't quite take it cleanly. Just got a shocking bounce, though. Tanis, who was big in that game against Otway last week. Been a good pick-up for him at early part of the season from the Colac Tigers. And we'll do it all over again. Peter Dinnick wasted no time. Just gets us underway. Angus wins to tap. Coming through that bloke, Tanis. Missed the target of Cunningham. Been picked up by Theodore. Got taken high. Umpire just somehow decided to let play go on. Theodore kept the ball in, but it just out by a millimetre. We'll get a boundary throw instead of wing near the scoreboard. Crowd's not too bad considering the weather. It's a cool afternoon here in Colac. We'll get another boundary throw once again here right in front of Paul Listro, who's looking on very intently here. Big game for both these clubs. Coming through there, Tanis just has to kick forward up towards the half-forward flank. Oh, well played, Richardson in the end. He has to kick it quickly because Jet Price is pretty quick. Goes up towards the half-forward line. Lucas got a shocking bounce. Well tracked by O'Shaughnessy. Hand pass to Tanis, who breaks the tackle. He's got a bit of time and space. Good kick into the corridor. He's got McCann on his other. He couldn't quite take the mark. Good enough to recover, though. Fires at the hand pass to Skinner. Great tackle, but good enough to get the hand pass away. Turnover. Stevens for the Bombers. Good kick to McGlade. Can they make him pay on the counter-attack? Marnie to McGlade. Good kick inside 50s. Gruce has got off the chain. 35 metres in the clear. He better kick it quickly. 35 metres out. Goes towards the hotspot. Jackson's got the box seat against Cahill. He did pretty well. Theodore getting back there for the Bombers. Hand pass missed the target of Enor. He's good enough to recover though. 55 out. Centres the ball. Kick, not a great kick. Ball off hands to Marnie. Back to Cooper Stevens. Stevens has kicked into the forward pocket looking for Jackson. It's bouncing towards the boundary line, but O'Shaughnessy come barging through. Breaks the tackle. Good bit of footy there from both sides. Back to Cale. Cale just thumps to kick forward there. It might work okay, but Cale got a shocking bounce. Dylan Flanagan did really well. Gets it back to Marnie. Hand pass to the skipper. Flanagan again. Dispossessed in the tackle. Coming through Theodore. Couldn't quite take it cleanly. The ball's hot at the moment between two good sides. Comes out to Stevens for the Bombers. Hacks the kick forward. Well done, McCann. No, dropped what he should have taken. McGlade. Hand pass over the top to Dexter. Break the tackle. Not so on this occasion. Play on the call. Cale just decides to hack the kick forward. Wisby can mop it up if he wants, but well played by Swain. Swain overran the footy. Well played, Wisby. Wisby hacks the kick forward. Looking that time for Garner. 3-on-1, but Garner did really well. Gives it back to Campbell Scott, and the Cats are away, Maxie.
Yeah, Campbell Scott sends the ball now to centre half, back forward. It's been marked though in the defence by the Bombers. Going to switch over, looking for Troy Keating. Can he pick this football up? And he does beautifully. The old-timer sends the ball to centre half forward. He's Ed Dexter. So Dexter's now 60 metres out from goal. He's going to kick it. Looking for McMullen. He's worked his way up the ground. He's led Spence to centre half back. So McMullen's at centre half forward. Puts it inside the forward 50 for the Bombers.
Oh.
In the hole, Skinner couldn't take the mark. Comes off ground. Marnie, hand pass, almost intercepted there by Stevens. Comes back out to Marnie, this way, that way. Kicks looking for Grist. Good work there by Skinner. Grist is down. Skinner's going to get a free kick here.
And a bit happening too off it.
Grist has got himself up, but he's limping, so Jack Skinner will take the free kick.
Head, Jack Skinner.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Both him and Charlie Grist there. Hard at the footy, but he goes backwards and finds Tommy Cahill. Cahill now switches.
Grist
and he
coming
finds
from the ground, boys,
Stevens. Stevens now kicks. Looking for a teammate in Bailey. Cahill couldn't take the mark, but he gathers the football. Quick hand pass to Theodore. Back to Cahill. Cahill now just slams the ball now to centre half forward. Thornton picks up the football. Tackled there by Price. Got the hand pass to Stannard. He dropped the football. And he's going to get a free kick. Jacob Stannard. He's off to the races with the advantage. Sends the ball to centre half forward. And Lockie Theodore takes the mark on his chest. Class over centre mark of the day. Theodore now kicks to the left forward pockets. And it's been marked here by Marnie.
Gee, he ran 80 metres for that. Gee, how good was that footy for the last couple of minutes?
Good. She was very intense, wasn't it?
Very good football.
Great commentating from those two people.
Yeah, wasn't it? I couldn't get a word in.
It's a big passage of play, I tell you.
It was. Just
I told the majority of it and I'm spent.
It must be this end of the ground. There's about half a dozen opportunities for Irrewarra to score, and they've muffed them all, so hopefully they get their reward
Patrick
here.
Marnie, 25 metres out from goal. He's nailed it, and the Bombers take the lead. It's a goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
4 straight 24 Irrewarra Beeac. That's 4 scoring shots. ColacImperials 2-6-18 with 8 scoring shots. The margin is 6 points. We've gone 5 minutes in this second quarter. Feels like we've gone a lot longer.
They made hard work of that one, didn't they? They really had 3 or 4 opportunities there that they should have capitalised on. They eventually got their reward. So yeah.
Gee, how good's the desperation? It's sort of like an elimination final pace they're going at the moment. They feel like they're not the losers, pretty much out of it. That's how you can tell how important this game is for both sides. We're back in the middle now here. Ray Hay gets us underway once more. Harwood in the ruck. No one really got a tap down out of it. Coming through now, Spokes, clever little handball to Tannis. Tannis kick inside 50. He's going to find short of Allen. He's got the post of the board. He could pick up in the conditions. Gets around one. Goes to tackle. Board pocket 40 metres out. It's on its way. It's out on the full though. Jeez, he had no really one to kick to though. He had the right idea, but just couldn't capitalise on it because all the Bombers were back in defence.
Big Campbell Tennis shows a bit of class when they give him some space, doesn't he?
He's a beauty. Campbell Tannis, brilliant last week. Best on the ground against Otway in that come from behind victories. McMullen goes short. Richardson on a dangerous spot. Picked up on Price. Takes a shot for 20 and makes turn. Has he know he missed it? Gee, nearly made a mitt. Almost. They made a meal of it there, the Bombers' defence, but luckily for them, Jet Price, it was a tough kick from the pocket. So the Imps again going to 2-7-19. They're wasting opportunities. Bombers are 4 straight 24. We're playing nearly 7 minutes, second term, and thanks to Kelly, Civil Constructions this afternoon.
Swaying kicks, finds McMullen, throwing himself back in the defensive 50 here for the Bombers. Going to work it out, grandstand side. Here, big pack around this one. Harwood, big grab, class over centre mark of the day. Had the one-on-one with Brody Stevens. And the youngster, the future Max Scorn, takes an absolute ripper. Sends the ball to centre half forward and kicked it straight to Tannis, but they've created something here, the Bombers. Chancey now for Thornton. Goes by hand. Wasn't a great hand pass to Elnor. Caden Flanagan got the hand pass out to Lockie Theodore. Puts it into the right forward pocket. And Tommy Jackson takes the mark. And they'll have a shot for goal. Tied up against the boundary, though, right in front of our commentary position here at the Western Oval. They're 4 straight to 2-7.
There was a couple of times, Pete, then the Imps have been outnumbered trying to win the footy, but the Bombers, desperate acts, pulled to the show and get another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, that was a great spoil there, and I was just looking up his number, but he's not listed in the record. McGlade, yeah, but come across there and has created this opportunity.
So Jackson now goes back for his second. Oh, he's hit the post.
Hello.
Their first blemish for the afternoon. Tommy Jackson's got 1-1. The Bombers have got 4-1. 25 to 2-7, 19. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. 8 minutes gone. Kelly Construction, Civil Construction, second quarter. As McCann kick, looking here for Campbell Scott. Oh, that was a clean pickup, and he just decides to put on the afterburners. He sends the ball to the middle of the ground, but he's going to get a late free kick. It's going to go to Brody Stevens in the middle. He gets the hand pass over top, put his teammates under pressure, but they work it beautifully through Campbell Scott.
Beautiful kick.
He kicked the centre half forward, and he finds the teammate there is George Stevens. A little tricky kick there, looking for Arnold, trying to get out of the tackle. So it was Allen up against McRae, and he's going to get a free kick here, Campbell McRae.
Yep, and a bit of afters
to go on with. Reversed it.
Yeah, fair enough. Don't see that coaches hate that stuff.
That was a good play there by Campbell McRae. It stopped Noah Allen, who has been able to get him on the leg speed a bit, hasn't he? And then he's just given away the free kick, reversed it.
You just didn't need to do that sort of stuff, though. You got the footy, go back, take a kick.
Yeah.
Just don't need, I just don't.
Now he's going to have a shot for goal.
Yeah. Just that's coach's every worst nightmare here. Noah Allen will come in from 55. Kick is just going to fall short. In fact, the wind's taken it, and it's out of bounds on the full, though. So there, and McGlade and Allen just having a bit of a conversation. What are you doing next week in your week off?
Think quarters around the ground. Alvey 64 leading the Eagles 10. Birriara 63. Polar Bay 18.
Good kick and finds Cooper Stevens is having a big impact. Goes short to Tyler Flanagan, just on defensive 50. Starts slowly working his way into the game, Tyler Flanagan. Not sure what to kick, where to go to now. He's going to kick it to the outer side. Lucas comes in there with a massive fist, bouncing towards the boundary line, and he'll get it. Boundary throw in here as well.
There doesn't seem to be a breeze out there, but this game's almost flipped on its head from the first quarter.
Yeah, Imps had all the play in the first 10 to 12 minutes of the game. They just couldn't capitalise. And now the Bombers have really chipped in, making pay from mistakes and desperate acts as well. Thrown in again. It's a short throw in, kicked up there by Thornton. Thornton's kick up towards the 50. McGlade's been thrown forward. Good punch away that time. Oh, well played. Theodore picked up the footy, did an old-fashioned pirouette. Kick snapping ball looking for Jackson. Good handball through the hands of Tyler Flanagan, but it's a free kick, and it's going to go to Jackson. He was dealt with off the ball.
Gee, there's been a fair few of those
that's a
downfield
costly
frees,
one.
wasn't it? All off the ball, straight after they've been able to hand pass the ball or kick it. They've been dealt with straight after. The umpires have been hot on it all afternoon.
Yeah, they've been consistent.
And the handball had gone astray and imps were out.
Yeah, that's right. They're through the hands of Tyler Flanagan, and there's an opportunity now with Tom Jackson. He's already kicked 1 goal, 1 so far.
Nothing gets past Razor Ray Hay.
He's all over it. We love him. Comes in directly in front. It's kicked 1 goal, 1 so far this afternoon, Tom Jackson. This virtually directly in front from 45. Hits it on its way. It's off to the right. In fact, it's stuck back. It's a goal. The goal umpire went through to the right, and the wind somehow just swish it back and kicks his second, and it's a goal at a contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Shane Warne leg break mid-air.
Yeah. Tom Jackson kick becomes the first multiple goal kick on the ground with a couple. And this is a good little patchy for the Bombers here as well, and they get a nice little buffer. They're 5-1-31. ColacImperials all of a sudden on the back foot. They're 2-7-19, 11.5 gone in this second quarter on the Richardson's Real Estate time clock. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard.
Yeah, that was a costly lack of discipline there that's, given Irrewarra the advantage.
Back in the middle here, what did the Imps have in the back pocket? Flanagan, that was Dylan. Hand pass, kick wasn't great, he's Cunningham. Hand pass wasn't good, it's going to be a free kick to the Bombers. Holding the footy, Tom Enor. He's become a very, very handy footballer for Irrewarra Beeac, Tom Enor.
And an underrated player too, having a darn good year too.
And so is this kid, Thomas Swain. Been very impressive the games I've seen him so far this year.
What about the pickup?
Here's Spokes, he goes inbound looking for Caden Flanagan. Chance here now for the team, for Tyler Flanagan, this way, that way. He sends the ball inside the forward 50. Jackson's got the set. Good work there by Cale. Picked up here by Lucas. Lucas is now kicked out. It's going to scream through out of bounds, boundary throwing. Get out of town.
No.
What was that?
That's the clanger of the day.
Oh, you can't play deliberate out of bounds when the ball goes 50 metres.
Particularly he was running towards the
nothing
boundary.
to kick to. Thornton, chance here now for Theodore. Theodore sends the ball high, up and under. Going to bring back a lot of snow. Top of the goal square here. Don't go to the boundary, boys. Here's a chance now. Arnold on ground level.
Oh, high tackle, surely.
Morrissey's there. This way, that way. Chancey now again for Morrissey. Check sides it. Thornton picks up the football. Gets the hand pass over the top. Looking for Grist. And it's been stolen. And the Imps, Allen couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance now again. Gee, it's a hot football. Flanagan. Hand passes to Bluey. Big Bluey sets it up. Top of the goal square. Couldn't get it. Jackson's there as well. Lucas. Hand passes to Cahill.
No.
Cahill kicks it towards the boundary. Is it deliberate again?
Surely not.
Exactly. This is not Friday night football. Oh, boy.
This is clanger of the day, Stubbs.
Get Josh Hillgrove here now.
Yes,
You can't play that in the CDFNL.
He's kicked it 40 metres off one step in the wet. That is
This is not
But Sam Lucas,
Friday
though,
night footy.
the Sam Lucas one,
Chamberlain.
he was running towards the boundary. And no one to kick to. He's kicked it 50 metres, it gets done. Absolutely
Don't
ridiculous.
go the boundary, boys.
Skinner wants to tap down.
Get away from there.
Tannis dispossessed. Coming through there. Hope you get that right now, Emily, in the studio. Flanagan ball pen, we're going to ball up. But that was two absolute
I
stinkers.
asked my question again. Can we separate country football and AFL rules, please?
That is ridiculous. Sorry.
Well, they've been consistent.
It's consistent.
If they're going to do that for the rest of the day now.
Angus,
See ya.
Dylan Flanagan. Yeah, good tackle, Jet Price. We'll get a ball up again. Gee whiz.
Oh, God.
47 metres out from goal.
And now, everyone's going to attack up the guts.
Paul Price is sitting next to where we were, and he's shaking his head in disbelief like we all are. Stephen, well tackled there by Enor. We're going to have a ball up again.
Oh, we love it. It's country footy.
Yeah, gee whiz. But we're not out there. We're just here
He
doing
had to pay, didn't he, because of the last times with two different umpires.
Angus won the tap. Skinner tackled straight away. Coming through there, Smith. Marnie at the back. Wilco's not happy next to us. Coming through to Caden Flanagan, but well played by Theodore. And he explodes away from the contest. He kicks the centre wing as the rain starts to fall. Good use of the body there by Stevens. He takes a good mark. What can the Cats have got forward? Callan Spencer's the only forward there. The kick though has to work though. And he won the footy. Well played. Gets around one. Starts from 35. It's coming back. It's an open goal. Has it gone through? No, it hasn't. hasn't. Coming through there, Keening, he just punches the ball away. Wisby dispossessed in the tackle, and it's absolutely pelting down here at the Western Oval. As old Bill Laurie would say, it's all happening.
Where's the pigeons, Drew?
Well, that's the last thing we want. All series, 16-minute mark in the second quarter. Bombers 5-31, Cats 2-7-19.
Well, everyone's up and about now. Boundary's throwing. If you weren't just a bit sleepy tuning in, you definitely have woken up. Boundary's throwing here.
Oh, dear. Oh, we
Stevens up against Harwood. Stevens wins the tap out. Kale's there. Good tackle there by Swain in the right forward pocket for the Colac Imperials. Will be a ball up 2-7-19. The Cats 5-1-31. Irrewarra Beeac. It's been a good game of footy. These two sides are going to feature pretty heavily at the back end of the season. You predict it's a very close year. That's why 4 points are really important for these two sides to hold on to their top three chances. I'll get it out there, AJ. I'll get there. Take me 6 goes. Still trying to get over the deliberates.
Oh, no.
Razor Ray throws the ball back up. Harwood wins the tap out. Can you imagine that we had 2 and Razor wasn't one of them that paid it?
He was up the other end.
He's Parker. This way, that way, the skipper for the Bombers sends the ball now to centre win.
There's nothing falling
off hands. Noah Spokes couldn't pick up the football. He overruns it. Good work there by Lucas. Hampos wasn't good. Jackson kicked it off the ground. It's rolled about 20 metres. Lucky it didn't go towards the boundary. Here's a chance now for Jackson. Hand passes backwards to Dylan Flanagan. He's going to get a free kick. Sammy Lucas with the free kick at half back. So Lucas now. He's going to go backwards.
Gee.
Tommy Cale takes the mark. Now he's going to switch it. They're pretty good at this. Here's Jet Price at half-back for the Cats. Sends the ball to centre win. Here's Garner. Been pretty quiet, Lukey Garner. Hand passes to Ozzy Arnold. Ozzy Arnold now kicks down to the left half-forward flank. Spence takes a good mark. Callum Spence sends the ball inside the forward 50 to the hot spot. Everyone flew high. Allen stayed at the bottom of the pack. Couldn't take the footy. Everyone jumps on the footy now in the right forward pocket. And
hold the footy. Gee whiz.
Irrewarra Beeac defender jumped on it. I think it was Campbell McRae. And it's going to be a free kick to Noah Allen after all that.
It's all happening.
Free kick in the right forward pocket to Noah. And I reckon they might have to get him to start building an arc soon.
Yeah, I know.
That rain, but it's just one of those days. Good football day. Rain, bit of sun, bit of rain again. Good for the grass, good for the farmers, hey, Pete?
Oh, yeah, great for the farmers. Put a bit of urea out yesterday, so the grass will be jumping out of the ground today.
Thanks for that, Pete. Noah Allen, his kick is a shocker. It's a shocker. He kicked that like a stone giraffe who went for a swim in the dam. Through from behind. 2 goals, 8-20. Now the Colac Imperials, 5-1-31. Irrewarra Beeac. 2 goals, 8. And Noah's kicked 1 goal, 3.
Goes out wide. McMullen there. Good punch away that time. Overrunning it. It was Price. Coming through there. Tommy Unor's having a very, very good game at that. Hand pass was well smothered by Campbell Scott. He's happy to see it go over. And Dexter just stops him from going off the turf. We'll get a boundary throw in. It's a bit of light drizzle. Falling here at the moment here as we're approaching half time. Approaching the 19-minute mark. 5 goals, 1 to 2 goals, 8. In favour of the Bombers. Boundary thrown again. Stevens just sort of like a backhand style. One-handed backhand. There's just smashes it forward. Steven. Hand passed. Just to target altogether. Kale. A one. And he's paddled that. And they're going to pay it. Oh, they haven't paid that one. Gee. Yeah, I think he was a little bit under pressure there. It would have been hard done by, but he would have been paid to deliver it. But boundary thrown to be take place right in front of the scoreboard. Boundary throwing again now. Stevens worked his way to the front, got up very early. Dylan Flanagan, the skipper. Hand pass was smothered. Richardson paddles it backwards. Tannis in and under for the footy. Should have got a free kick. Umpire call play on. Statter just acts to kick forward there. Steven underneath that one. Caden Flanagan did well there. Paddles it forward. Here's Tyler. Well tackled straight away. Got one high though. And the umpire spotted something. Yeah, it's a free kick to the Bombers anyway because he was either too high,
it was a dangerous
tackle, take your pick.
Dangerous tackle for sure.
And Tyler Flanagan win himself a free kick. We're in the time on the second turn. The Bombers hanging on to 11-point lead.
Is that a quiet one on the Stevcom stats, AJ?
Yep, I'll come back to him, Maxie.
Kicks the ball now to centre half forward. That wind's done a real pick up there. Just made the ball drop short. Is Stephen on ground level. Elnor gets it over the top now. McGlade got it over top to Morrissey. Here's a chance out for the Bombers. They go to centre half forward. Jackson Up against Kale, punches the ball forward, trying to claim the mark.
tackle.
Good tackle there for the Imperials against Jackson. He looks like he's going to break this game apart, doesn't he, Tommy Jackson?
So, Maxie, just Tyler Flanagan, 5 kicks, 3 handballs on the Devcom stat sheet.
It's all okay.
It's not bad.
But yeah, Jackson, he's getting a lot of one-on-one looks with Tommy Cale, isn't he?
Him and George Stephen going hammer and tongs at the moment. They love it.
So there's a chance now for Morrissey. Hand passes to Caden Flanagan. Tried to sell a bit of candy. We love it. Here comes Campbell Scott, one of the Marnie Medal favourites. Arnold got it over top to Tannis. And Scott, it was George Stephen kicked the ball off the ground again. Went about 30 metres. Lucky he didn't go towards the boundary. Keating, hand pass over top to Theodore. Dropped the football. Here's a chance now for Harwood. He's tackled by Bailey Cale. Ball up on centre wing.
Yeah.
Between the two dugouts here, Colac Imperials and Irrewarra Beeac. Imps are 2 goals, 8. Irrewarra Beeac 5-1. It's a 13-point margin. Pye throws it back up. 11-point margin. Comes out now to Swain. Couldn't gather the football. Cale's there as well. Swain again. He's tackled there by Stokes.
That's the same. Oh,
and it'll be a ball up.
Gee whiz. That was probably the more dangerous out of a lot of them.
You just wonder when it's going to get through to the players, though.
That's true. And then you get away with it, like that, with those sling tackles. Here's Thornton. Back over the top.
And yet they pay that one.
And in the back against Spokes then.
Yeah.
And 50.
And 50 metres.
Yeah.
Well, you don't backtrack an umpire, ever, but you can sort of see when you get a little bit frustrated when inconsistencies happen like that, because one wasn't paid and one was, so it does. You should never backtrack an umpire, but sometimes when questions asked.
I think they were both free kicks.
They were,
the fact
yeah.
that one wasn't paid.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. So Flanagan, that's Tyler, kicks the centre-half forward. But again, it's 2 different umpires too that pay. There was one that missed it and one did pay it. So
McMullen from 50. That's a shot for goal and kicks it! McMullen from the 50-metre line has gone bang!
McLovin.
And that's a big goal before half-time to the Bombers, and it's a goal and a contender for the defender turn forward.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Actually, forward turn, defender turn forward.
That's right. See, that's a big goal that before half-time to the Bombers, and have kicked the last 3 goals, only 3 goals of this third quarter. At the 23-minute mark, the Bombers have got a big break all of a sudden. They're 6-1-37 to the Cats 2-8-20. That is on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
It's turned into a real arm wrestle, and that was a great goal for Irrewarra from totally unexpected from a long way out.
So, the Bombers now have got the break. So, inaccurate kicking for goal in the first turn from the Cats has come back to bite them in the last half hour. Here's an opportunity now here for the Cats now through Keegan. Keegan's chip kick over the top looking for Cunningham. He's been very quiet, but it's wide though. Spokes dropped the mark, but Cunningham, beautiful pick up in the wet. Beautiful kick inside 50, not a great kick. Plain bowls everyone down there. Here's a chance for Spence. He can go back and kicks a quick reply. A much needed goal for the Cats. He's first. It's a goal and a contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
First goal of the afternoon to Callan Spence. And a much-needed goal for the Colac Imperials. That is, let me have a look with Callan Spence. That's his 12th goal for the season. And it takes him on to goal. 3 goals, 8-26. Bombers, 6-1-37.
That was a quick reply. The Irrewarra defender actually done the right thing. He attacked the ball hard, but unfortunately got a bad bounce, and it opened the way for an easy goal for Callan
Spence.
Spence.
Turn from Callan Spence, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Around the ground, thanks to Pink Quarter.
Mobile, isn't he?
Alvey 70, Eagles 10, Birregurra 88, Apollo Bay 18. So we definitely got the close one here. 11 points the margins, 26-37 in favour of the Bombers over the Cats. Skinner just got the palm onto that one, went to Tannis, and he was tackled there by Thornton, so still in the guts of the Western Oval here. So 6-1-37, 3-8-26 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Throws it back up. Was Angus, got the palm down to Stephen, but there you go, there's your half-time. Good game of footy here. We thought it was going to be like this when we came in. Good contested game of footy. But the story of it is Irrewarra Beeac kicking straight. ColacImperials aren't. 3-8-26 the Cats. Bombers 6-1-37. Tommy Jackson is the only multiple goal kicker this afternoon with 2 goals. We'll take a break here on CDFNL Live. Round 7 on Mix FM. Stevcom stats, think quarter around the grounds. We'll get some Theodore Podiatry A-grade netball scores as well, and a big second half to be played. It's a big top 3 game. but it's the Bombers leading by 11 over the Cats here on Mix FM.
Harbour's been first class.
I can live off that chocolate hedgehog for the rest of my life.
I think I can too,
That
Maxie.
was a ripper.
There's a couple of spare ones there if you want
Oh,
them, Maxie.
no,
So second half
mine
found a way here. What is it promised to be a beauty? Third quarter, all thanks to Sports Car Colac. Pete, what days again?
Mondays. Mondays.
Oh, I thrown you under the bus again.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
There's a free kick to the Cats.
I was too busy with the slides.
Yeah, you
I said hedgehog, not caramel.
As Stephen goes inside 50. Callan Spence couldn't take the mark. Spokes. Good handball to Garner. Start from 35. Allen's off the chain again. Got it. Mark's directly in front on the edge of the goal square and she'll go back and kick his second, but he's had a bit of the yips today, Noah
Yeah,
Allen.
1 goal 3 today, Drewy.
He won't miss this one,
Oh,
Drewy.
yeah. He shouldn't, you wouldn't think. So this
He's
is
got to celebrate, Pete.
Yeah.
So this from the first minute of the quarter. See, Cameron McRae's trying the best to put him off. He should kick this one, Noah Allen, and he does.
Yep.
And celebrate straight away. That's a big start to the third term, and that's a goal at A contender. He's got his second.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That's a big goal to kickstart the third term in the first minute. That kicked the 2 goals of the game, as a matter of fact, in the space of a couple of minutes game time. And the Cats move on to 4 goals, 8:32 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. The Bombers are 6-1-37, and the ball is not coming back for a month of Sundays.
It's been kicked.
It's right over the road, that one.
Thick quarter around the grounds. Birregurra 102 leading Apollo Bay 18 and LV 89 leading the Eagles 10.
So I sound like a broken record, but that's the matchup that I've been talking about.
Yep.
I think Irrewarra would be better off to put McMullen onto Noah Allen and Campbell McRae is better as a deep defender.
What about Bluey?
Oh, no, different type of player. Yeah.
That's the issue with Irrewarra. As I said, everyone has a real chance to win this premiership, but every side has their strengths and their weaknesses, and the Bombers just lack a bit of height down in that back line, don't they? Someone like a Jason Cartwright would be pretty handy right now.
In the AFL, early stages of the second half at Marvel, Sydney 49, North Melbourne 33, and at Mars Stadium, Bulldogs 41, Adelaide 22.
Back in the middle here, it was Stevens that won the tap out. Here's a chance now for Flanagan trying to palm it forward. Stevens, though, Cooper. Hand passes forward for the Bombers. Mitchell forward. He charged at him like a raging bull, but it's been turned over. Skinner. He's going to get a free kick head high against Bluey Angus. So the Master and the Prentice still in the battle at the moment. And Skinner kicks looking for Garner. Former Irrewarra Beeac player, Lukey Garner.
He's having an underrated season, Lukey Garner, I reckon.
He's spot on. He's pumped his tyres up in the record today. We went 1-1 during the week. You can get the footy record at the gate, $2. Haven't got one yet. Ball bounces inside the forward 50. Here's Stannard.
That's
the boundary.
Have to pay that one.
That's gone. Deliverance. Passed it straight towards the boundary.
That one was the most obvious one.
Even though it's country footy and it should not be paid. But look at this now. If Noah kicks this, he's got to turn around and give Wilco a high five. Wilco's sitting right in front of our commentary box here.
I'll back him from here.
And Wilco gives Mulheron a high five. Then Mulheron gives AJ a high five. Good work there by Stannard. Noah's kick is flying through it. It's going to not even register a score. Tried a bit of fancy there.
Try time!
And Thomas Swain just runs it through for a behind.
Touchdown!
And so McMullen with the kick out there. Going to be turned over again, maybe. No, still in play. Kicked off the ground there by Tyler Flanagan. Almost trapped there by Scott. Here's Campbell Scott again. Has to get out of Enor's tackle. Got the hand pass over the top to Stevens. Stevens now puts it inside the forward 50. Ball kick now looking for Spence. Couldn't gather the football. Chance here now again for Wispy. Wispy goes by hands.
Oh, he's done.
Got it to Theodore.
Oh.
Dexter. Tackled there by Price, and it's gone out of bounds. And the boundary throwing. 4 goals, 9-33. The Colac Imperials. Irrewarra back 6-1-37. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. Third quarter, all thanks to Sports Spout Colac. Boundary throwing on the 50 for the Colac Imperials, doing all the attacking early in this third quarter of football. Still on ground level. Enor's there. Picked up there by Swain. He's been good. Punched there for by Wispy. Comes out now to Richardson. Got it to Enor. Enor now. Check size it. Trying to keep it alive.
Oh, good mark.
There by George Stevens. Class over centre mark of the day because he had Tyler Flanagan on his hammer. Hand passes to Tannis. Tannis puts it inside the 450. McMullen and Spence. Good work here by Keating. He's tackled.
Free kick to
And it's going to be a
Keating.
free kick to Keating.
Yeah, Keating there. He's got rock bottom there. As Keating goes out wide to McRae. He takes the mark. The wind's just picked up a little bit in the last few minutes.
It has, yeah.
Goes out wide to McMullen. McMullen having a good afternoon. Kicked a ripping goal just before half-time. And he goes along up the line, up to centre wing there. Theodore underneath this one takes a good mark. A bit of an ear massage from Theodore. From Lava to Theodore too, but he's turned it over. And Paddy Marnie, who's played himself quite a nice game for today for the Bombers.
Spot on.
Kicks up towards the half-forward line. Jackson has to come running at this. Was he interfered with? No. Tyler Flanagan, he ran himself in the travel. Play on to call. Should have been holding the footy, but doesn't matter. Comes to Bailey Cale. His kick over the top's a good one and marked by Garner. Garner marks between wing and half-forward. Goes in board to Price. Got the East Hotel voucher a couple of weeks ago. He goes into centre half-forward. Good kick to Allen on the lead. Just got a little bit of separation there on Richardson. And he'll go back. He'll kick from about 53 metres out, but he is a massive kick of the footy. So Noah Allen has kicked a couple of goals. He's put himself on a bit of an angle, but he's got the distance in him.
Yeah, I don't think the distance will be a problem.
He's a thumping kick. Noah Allen, he's already kicked 2 goals, as I said. This will really bring the game to life and put the Cats in front. From 55, he's thumped it. It's going to just fall short. Spence has to come at it. Spokes crushed into the ground by Swain. Ballpen will get a ball up on the edge of the goal square in favour of the Cats, who has come out this second half really strongly indeed. They're 4-9. Bombers are 6-1. It's about 10 out from goal, Maxie.
6 minutes gone. Third quarter. Here comes out the Wisby.
Fresh air.
Thornton in the goal square here. It's a real big rugby skirmish now. Couple of metres out from goal. Another ball up. 4 points the margin. The old premiership quarter.
Gee, there's about 25 players around the footy here.
It's going to be rushed through from behind. 4 goals, 10 now, the Cats. 6-1-37. Irrewarra Beeac, 3 points the margin. 34-37. Comes out to Stannard. Stannard gets it over the top, and he finds McRae. Campbell McRae.
He's sledging the runner.
Kick short. His own runner.
Jeez.
Here's a chance now for Enor. He's had a pretty good afternoon, Tommy Enor. Sends it from half back to centre wing. Netball court side. Big mark. Excellent mark there by McGlade. He goes inbound and finds Thornton, and Thornton now at the footy. Centre wing position. He's had a good afternoon too, Mitch Thornton.
They got no one to kick to because they blocked the corridor here, the Cats, and they've got a couple of men at loose in defence.
So here's Caden Flanagan. Got the hand pass over the top now. McRae put his teammate under enormous pressure. And we have ball up in the middle of the ground here at the Western Oval. 4-10-34 Imps. 6-1-37 Irrewarra Beeac. Umpire again will ball it up. It's dropped about 6 degrees, I reckon. Angus won the tap out. He's Keating. He's tackled there by O'Shannessy. Will be a ball up. Still in the middle of the Western Oval. Had pretty much all 4 seasons in one day this afternoon here in Colac as Angus just punches the ball forward about 20 metres. It's going to be a free kick going the way of O'Shannessy in defence.
Grist is down behind play.
He's had a tough afternoon, hasn't he? Grist is Jack Skinner across the half-back flank. Goes to centre wing. He now kicks the centre half forward. Allen's got the sit. Couldn't take the mark. Goes inside the forward 50. Stannard knocked at the ball by Spokes. Jubileous call. Did get him on the side, but Stannard is going to win the free kick in the back line for the Bombers.
So Stannard now run off his line, being told to go. Just a hat kick forward and hope really Dexter and Tannis compete, but well done, Dexter. He was off to the task and took a really strong class over centre mark of the day. Chips over the top to Parker. Was he shepherded out the booty? Umpire Razor from 100 metres away from the Princess Highway has spotted it. It was the correct call. And
he got in the ute to drive to pay that.
He's just driving past.
He's come from Ballarat to pay that one. Theodore with the free kick for the Cats. Goes into the corridors, a good kick, and Arnold takes the mark uncontested. He's got Stevens on further forward. Cale's out on the other side as well. That's Bailey, but he decides to kick it out to the other side. Gee, that's dangerous, but it works.
Yeah, there's a couple of players loose here on the wing.
Sam Lucas takes the mark. He's got Campbell scored over the top. He wants him. Been told to go now, and he gets around McGlade with it. He's having a very good season again. His kick, though, was a bit of a helicopter sort of a pass, and Cooper Stevens ran off the kick well, and he takes a very strong mark. He's had a good afternoon too. He goes out short to Enor. Run off his line. Chip, ball to Marnie. Just cut off nicely there by the Cats. I think the Bombers were happy to see this one. I think he's going to peg him. He did dive over top of the footy. Advantage should be paid for Tyler Flanagan. Get it to Marnie off the Irrewarra Beeac side. Kicks up towards the half-forward line. O'Shaughnessy ball off hands. Tyler Flanagan worked hard. Immediately wrapped up in a strong tackle by Skinner. Play wants to call. Stevens fires at the hand pass away to Lucas, and the Cats are away on the outer side. The kick, though, has to find Cale. Just got a shocking bounce. Picked up by McMullen. He's had a good afternoon. He's well taken by Cale, I reckon. He's done. Holding the footy. Free kick will go to the Cats. I'm not sure everyone knows it's holding the footy.
McMullen was McDunn then. Here's Cale with the footy.
Nice, Maxie. Nice.
Centre half, forward flank.
Nice.
Bailey Cale. And he's got the footy on the centre wing. Imps just need to take a bit of a breather here. They've had a lot of look-ins. Spence wasn't a good kick. Went straight over his head. And he finds Morris. Marnie. Marnie goes in short. Finds a teammate. Chancey now for Tyler Flanagan. He's going to switcheroo. Finds Stannard. Richardson with the footy. So Richardson across the half-back flank. Kicks the centre wing. He's going to hold on the footy now. Caden Flanagan with the footy. What's his stats, AJ? Thanks to Stevcom.
2 kicks, 6 handballs.
Oh, good kick.
Sends the ball now to centre half forward. Almost a mark there by Stevens. Chance now for Campbell Scott. Goes by hand. Chance now for Theodore. His kick was also okay. Looking for Price. Stannard and Price. Good little battle there. Stannard dived on that. He dived on it, and he's going to be... No, he wanted a penny, didn't he? He wanted a drama.
Time.
It's the sort of drama you'll see on the TV series Westlake in a few months' time. Umpire throws it back up now. It was Spencer won the tapper, but it went to advantage to the Bombers. His keeper Stevens across half-back. Goes to centre wing, looking for Thornton.
Thornton now has time to pick it up. Got to kick off the ground as McKay went to ground. Thornton did brilliantly. Hands pass to Stevens. Hand passes now to Theodore of the Bombers. His kick, though, wasn't great. Kick looking for Jackson. He has to work hard trying to get to it, but he couldn't. We get a boundary throw him between wing and half forward, and it dropped another 3 or 4 degrees, too. And Winter's not even here yet. It's here for another couple of weeks. So get a boundary throw in here. What couldn't we have last Saturday's weather? It was beautiful.
Or even Monday. Wasn't Monday about 21?
21, 22, yeah. And then the rain came. Boundary throwing now. Jackson doing the ruck work. And he's going to get himself a free kick, I'd say. Yep, so the free kick will go to Jackson. He'll kick this for ref 50. And he's going to fancy his chances here as well, Tom Jackson. This is a big kick here in the context of the game here. Sounds ridiculous to say at the 12-minute mark of the third quarter. And the Cats have just started to get a wiggle on. He's already kicked a couple. He'll kick from just outside 50 here, Tommy Jackson. He's going to fancy his chances here. Puts it on its way. Beautiful looking kick. It's going to be close, but good mark on the goal line by Skinner. Class harvest centre mark of the day. He's probably a couple of metres shorter than what he would have liked. And Skinner saves the day for the Cats, and they'll reload.
So action, Jack Pack, Skinner. Last line of defence, tries to send the ball out of defensive 50. Here's Tommy Jackson. Hand pass backwards to Cam Parker. Long sleeve to long sleeve. He's got the dance moves out there, this coach. Got it to Noah Spokes puts it inside the forward 50. And Dylan Flanagan takes the class service centre mark of the day. He's going to go into the left forward pocket. And he finds Cam Parker. And he'll try and have a shot for goal up against the boundary. They're only behind so far this afternoon was a Tommy Jackson hit the post.
It's going to be a tough shot from here.
It will be. 6-1 so far on the scoreboard for the Bombers. 4 goals, 10 the ColacImperials. He's going to set the ball up to the top of the goal square there. Chancey for Tyler Flanagan. He roved it beautifully off the pack. And he just walked in and waltzed in and kicked the goal. And he kicks the goal of the day contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
It's had a quiet afternoon, but he's on the scoreboard now, Tyler Flanagan. They go to 7 goals, 1-43. Irrewarra Beeac, they lead by 9 points. ColacImperials, 4 goals, 10. 34. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard, 14 gone. Richardson Real Estate time clock. Sports Power Colac third quarter here on your number one station for local footy Mix FM.
So that goal's been against the flow of play. I thought Imps have dominated this quarter, really, the games they played in their half, and it's one of the few opportunities Irrewarra have had, and they've been able to capitalise on it.
Story of the day type of stuff.
It's a lot similar to the first quarter, to a certain degree. So back in the middle now here, important goal for the Bombers here. The margin back to 9 points. There's a bit of dark cloud just starting to sprinkle with more rain potentially on the way. Checked up there by Campbell Scott. He's had a quiet afternoon, but he's been okay, but he hasn't had the standout game like we saw him in the past. He's kicked up long, Keegan in front. Good punch away. Arnold, good body work by Marnie there for the Bombers. Picked up by Swain, dispossessed in the tackle. All this about 55 out from goal. Richardson picks up the footy. Kick's only gone about 10 metres to the centre of the ground. Tanis with a kick off the ground, and it's a smart kick too. Here's a chance there for Edge. Good tackle by Parker. Should have been holding the footy. Umpire, let's play, go on. Spokes over the top of the footy. Wisby brings him to the ground, holding the ball. Gee, that's a hot call. Not sure what else he could have done there. Comes it now to Bailey Cale. Goes inside 50. Not a great kick looking for Spence. And it's bouncing over the line now to play. We get a boundary throw on it.
As I asked in the pre-game, we've got to separate the hole in the footy from the AFL action and give these guys a bit of a go.
That was a disappointing option there. He played on without really thinking there. He should have centred that ball.
Boundary throwing on the 50. 9 points the margin here at the Western Oval. Good game of footy. Round 7, part 1. No one went out for that ruck contest there. Here's a chance now for Price.
Good tackle.
He's tackled in the ground there by Caden Flanagan. And it'll be a ball up in the left forward flank for the Colac Imperials. Again to the railway end of the ground. Umpire again throws it back up. Angus taps it looking for Marnie. And he's going to get a free kick.
Ooh,
and it's called advantage there. Flanagan got tackled. Here's a chance for Spokes. His kick was smothered there by Lucas. Flanagan tackled, and it's going to be a ball up.
Yeah, Caden Flanagan caught one there on the leg, I reckon, there.
So ball up between centre half forward and centre wing, favouring the Colac Imperials attacking side. 4-10 to 7-1, 9 points the margin. And it'll be a chance here now for, is it Skinner with the footy? He's tackled again, and another ball up.
He's a hard worker, Skinner, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just contest after contest.
What is he, 16? So he plays like a 100-gamer, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Comes out to Bailey Cale. Hand pass it a bit too much on it, but Smith got the football. That was Caden, my man. Goes to Lucas. Kick looking for Skinner. And I reckon it was downfield, so Skinner's going to get the free kick. Got it to Bailey Cale. They're mucking around with it here, but here's action-packed Jack Skinner. Sends the ball now to centre half forward. Big pack around this one. Almost off hands. Kicked off there by Wisby. Kicked it into the right forward pocket for Noah Allen. He was hungry for that footy, but the ball beats him over the line and a boundary throw in the left forward pocket.
The attacking side of things has just gone out of it this quarter. Though. Both sides gone real attacking, but defensively on top, they just can't crack it.
Yeah.
So it was Allen that won the tap out.
High.
And it's going to be a free kick. Free kick's going to go to Campbell Scott. He's not good at set shots. He's good on the run after 16 bounces and slams them from 50, but when he has a set shot, not so great. But here's his opportunity now. It's a big shot for goal, though. They need this goal. They can't afford another behind. They're 4 goals 10 to 7 goals 1 down. 9 points the margin. 25 metres out. Bit of an angle, but a good look here for Campbell Scott. The Marnie medal favourite so far this season. He goes back and he misses to the left. Another behind. So that's his first score of the afternoon. 4 goals, 11:35. 7-1-43. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. 18 minutes gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. Sports Bow Colac, third quarter on your number one station for local footy in the world, Mix FM.
McMullen plays on from the square and just bangs it towards the outer side of the ground. Angus in front position. That time there, no mark there was taken. Coming through that occasion there was Lucas. He thumped the kick back into attack. Spencer's got the frog seat there. Allen, it might go all the way! It does! Sam Lucas has kicked it from KSC Colac pretty much. I'm not sure if he meant it. But nonetheless, he's kicked the goal of the day contender.
A West Beach Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
He's kicked that from 75, if you don't mind. Get the tape measure out. Jeez, that was some sort of kick.
I reckon his old man kicked a goal that far out?
No, definitely not. No.
And that's a big goal. The Cats are 5-11-41. Irrewarra Beeac 7-1-43. We played 19 minutes third quarter thanks to Sports Power Colac. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. I don't think he actually meant that, Pete.
No, I don't think he was. I think he was trying to centre the ball.
He meant it.
But it just shows you the carry on that kick that Imps will need a couple of goals late in this quarter because they're going to be coming home, or Irrewarra going to be coming home to the scoring end.
Back in the middle now, Skinner and Harwood. Comes out to Marnie. Marnie couldn't take the footy with him. Harwood goes in. Hand passes to Tyler Flanagan. His hand pass was smothered. Elnor kicks it off the ground. Goes about 30 metres, rolls on the 50. Here's Thornton. Thornton got the hand pass to Tyler Flanagan. Flanagan from 45 metres out. Jackson Cahill on the goal square. Cahill trying to palm it alive. Dylan Flanagan's there. Couldn't pick it up. Chance again for Tyler Flanagan. Tackled by Tannis. Comes out to Thornton. They want hold the footy. Overrun it there was Keegan.
Oh, free kick.
And it's going to be a free kick to the Cats.
And 50.
For back chat. So free kick goes the way of O'Shanassy. So he'll go from the back pocket right down to the guts.
Talon Spencer's gone. Here he is here.
Yep, and he goes in for him, but it's been turned over by Jacob Stannard. And Stannard has the footy. And he sends the ball out of defensive 50 here. Chancey now for Theodore.
On the ball.
And it's going to be a free kick. It will go the way of Jack Skinner. Geez, had a big third quarter. What's his stats, AJ? Thanks to Steph Com.
6 kicks, 4 handballs, Maxi.
It's been huge action. Jack Pack Skinner sends it inside the forward 50. Allen couldn't take the mark. Here's McMullen. Hand pass looking for Troy Keating. Tries to gather the football. Good hand pass to Marty. Good tackle there by Scott. And he's going to be... No. He's not. Jeez. And it'll be a ball in.
You got to laugh, Drew.
Yep, you got to laugh. That's all you got to do. Ball in. It's a 2-point ball game. 35-37 here. Sorry, 43-45.
Spence, front position, won the tap down, comes out to Garner, hat kick to the goal square, McMullen's underneath this, got a shocking bounce, here's a chance for Price if he can mob up the football, running towards the pocket, but he's given away a free kick for in the back, and it will go to Stannard. Deep in defence in 50 metres against Jeremy Spokes. Gee, that hurts you as a coach. Paul Lustroke not happy
Not
on the
taking any crap out of these umpires.
No.
Yeah, that was just a bit undisciplined there from the captain, and Stannard goes wide to McRae. He takes the mark. He's got Richardson in support. He's got further forward in Swain. He marks it. Spokes stands to mark defensively. They held up pretty well, the Cats in this third team. Here's a chance for Richardson now. He can take off. Go up towards the half-forward flank. Good kick to Theodore of the Irrewarra Beeac version. Smith with the punch away. Overrun the footy. Well played by Lucas as the hat kick forward. Spokes in front of the contest against Richardson. Good handball and board to Skinner. Crunch! Very good bumping play, but he didn't tackle him, so good umpiring that. Swain didn't have the footy. Play on's the call. Richardson over the top, dives in, and we'll get a ball up. That was the right call there, but he didn't tackle him, though. He just bumped into ground. So
big quarter around the grounds. Birregurra 117, Apollo Bay 25. Bit of a fight back there by Apollo Bay. LV 98, Eagles 22.
Stannard, Dylan Flanagan, Tanis, heavy play going on, ball up. Caden Flanagan put on his body there, and Skinner, gee, he's having a third quarter and a half. 22 and a half minutes gone.
8 disposals this third quarter, Drew.
Thanks to Stavcom and AJ. Marnie, picked up by Dexter, well rode by Gardner's having a big third quarter. Kicked off the ground by Darcy Theodore up towards half forward. Picked up by Callan Spence. Hand pass missed the target to Wisby. He can pick up the footy. Good tackle. Play on to call. That's a good umpiring decision, that I reckon. Spence will get a free kick. Spence was held. And he'll get himself a free kick 60 metres from goal. He goes to the hot spot. Allen's in the front position. It goes to the back. Campbell Scott can pick up the footy. Picks it up. Takes it. Kicks. And he goes! Cats are back in front. Campbell Scott gets his first, and it's a goal at A contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
He gets his first goal, and here's a big moment here, and something's going on. 6-11 plays 7-1. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard, and I think there's a free kick for something that's happened too. Not sure what for, Maxie, but there's a free kick to the Cats for back chat, we believe.
Yep.
Thank you, Lippy.
So it's going to go to Irrewarra Beeac, is it?
I think it's Cats, I think, Maxie.
So the free kick, if there is a free kick, Razor Ray's yelling to the umpire, he's going to go to the Cats in the middle of the round. So they've got a goal.
No one knows what's going on.
First possession.
Yep.
Yeah, so a bit of lip after the goal. Maybe towards the boundary, to the umpires. So free kick will go to Brody Stevens. Up the guts of the Western Oval. Sends it back inside the forward 50. Allen slipped out of his hands. Had too much popcorn, but it's in the back, so it's a free kick. Free kick count, AJ, thanks to Stevcom.
A lot for the Imperials this quarter. I'll have to add them up, mate. I reckon about 12.
And that's 50 as well. These are going right, these umpires.
So, well, it's been the story today. They have given away a lot of 50s for back chat. Undisciplined work, so Noah Allen was going to have a shot from about 45. We'll have a shot at the top of the goal square. Advantage Colac Imperials. Noah's kicked his third. He's got 3 goals, 3 for the afternoon. And the Colac Imperials go to 7 goals, 11, 53. They lead Irrewarra Beeac 7 goals, 1, 43. They lead by 10 behinds, Pete.
So that a little bit of lack of discipline has cost them an extra goal there with an easy takeaway from the centre. We see with quick ball movement out of the centre, it puts the defenders under pressure, and the free kick was there.
You said the Imps needed a couple late, didn't you?
Yeah, they've certainly got them now, so I think it's game on. Game on now.
25 minutes gone now. All of a sudden, the Bombers were on top there 5 minutes ago. Then the Cats with a couple of goals and a bit of lack of discipline.
We're set for a huge last quarter, Drew.
I hope it's finger-licking good, AJ. Thanks to KFC Colac.
Well, they sold out mashies or something. What's mashed potato deep fried.
Where's this at?
At KFC.
Mashies.
Oh, sorry, I haven't got there.
I haven't tried them before, but I might give them a crack. They're making me hungry more again after that. So back in the middle now, closing on 3/4 time. What
Any
a game.
sort of potato deep fried is pretty good.
53 plays 43 there. 2 goals in the space of a minute. Angus just stayed on the ground, just belted forward. Marnie went to ground when he didn't need to. Picked up by Enos, having a good afternoon. He's dispossessed in the tackle. Coming through now with Slukers. He's having a big third term as well. Thumps to kick up towards half forwards. A bouncing footy. Arnold in the pursuit of the race with Stannard. And we'll get another boundary throw in at about 60 metres around from the Cats' goal. It's been a good little period for them. They've kicked the last couple. And it takes themselves into a 10-point lead after trailing by 11 points at half-time. Boundary throw-in. One down that time there. Richardson just hacks the kick forward up towards centre wing. It's a bouncing footy. Garner should pick up the footy, and he does. Gets around one. Dispossessed, goes back for seconds again. He's had a big third turn. That's a beautiful kick to Skinner. Couldn't quite take the mark, though. It's been intercepted here from Parker, who's crushed down on the ground by Stephen. Play on's the call. Ball pin, ball up. Good footy there from George Stephen. And Cam Parker, that's what local footy is.
He bounced back up pretty quick, didn't he?
He did indeed. 26 minutes gone. Cats lead by 10 points.
7-11 to 7-1.
7-11, you need a coffee from there.
Yeah, there we go. 3/4 time. We've got a big last quarter ahead of us here on Mix FM. Imps 7-11-53. They lead Irrewarra Beeac 7-1-43. It's a 10-point margin. Noah Allen's kicked 3 goals for the Cats. Tom Jackson has kicked 2 goals for the Bombers. We'll get some think order around the grounds and Stevcom stats straight after the break here, so stay tuned. Massive last quarter on Mix FM.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
We're ready for the weekend.
The Southwest is an amazing place to live.
And our strong community, sporting clubs and events make it even better.
Here at Mix FM, we'll help out and promote your upcoming event online and on air.
And it won't cost you anything.
Submit your event at mix1063.com.au. Whether it's a market, fundraiser or a barbecue.
Free to add and free to view.
Mix FM and Reed and Fuels, keeping you connected across the great Southwest.
Gara 44 and LV 58 defeated the Western Eagles 47. Who wins from here, boys?
Oh, the Breeze, you'd think that there's a couple of goals in that Breeze, so you've got to think Irrewarra may get over the top.
Big first 10 minutes, I reckon.
Stick with the Bombers, Drew.
You'll stick.
I think the Imps will get up, but yeah, I think there's a big first 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
So KFC Colac last quarter, about to get underway here. 10-point leaders to the Colac Imperials here. Big finish coming up. Are underway. Angus belts it forward for his side. Coming through Theodore. Paddles it backwards. It's been taken away by Campbell Scott. He runs his full measure. He's just a kick off the side of his boot up towards centre wing. Garner attacked the footy really well. And he just scribbles it over the line and out of bounds. We'll get a boundary throw in once more.
They can snag the first one here, Imps. Pete, will be huge. But then
tough, yeah.
also the reverse, if the Bombers can get one early in the first 5 minutes, just puts the Cats under enormous pressure.
Oh, there goes the train.
Where are we?
It's been 1,400 days since the last time the Cats knocked off the Bombers. It was here, July 20th, 2019. Richardson just a hack kick forward. Taken away by Stephen. Didn't have the footy. No free kick. Thornton, happy to see, just run out of tarmac. And we'll get another boundary throw in. Right in front of a good crowd. It's a cool afternoon here in Colac.
Very cool.
Yep. And we obviously got two games next week, but we're at Simpson for the big mental health awareness game, which is a massive game now all of a sudden, with the reigning champs fighting to save their season. Sounds ridiculous to say. Angus got a kick off the ground, picked up that time from Marnie. Kale Bailey. Skinner's having a big second half. Just a hack kick forward to centre half forward. Price has had a quiet day. Cunningham likewise, but overrun the footy. Let's start on a good tackle by Price. Hovering ball pin. We're going to get the ball up right in the middle of the Western Oval. It's 7-11 plays 7-1. 10-point lead is in favour of the Cats. Have lost one game for the season. That was against Irrewarra back in round 3. Thought good handball to Tyler Flanagan through traffic. Back it comes to Cooper Stevens. Chip kick over the top. Good punch away that top from McCann. But Dexter kept his feet there. McCann goes back on after it again. Picked up by Dexter now. He's tackled by 2 Cats. Pole driven into the ground. And we'll get another ball up on the City side between wicket half forth for the Bombers, who need the first goal and need it bad.
Someone like Charlie Griss could bob up and kick a couple of quick ones, isn't he?
Yeah.
Opportunist forward. So there's a chance there for Stevens. Palmed it forward, taken away though by Dylan Flanagan. Kick inbound. Cale couldn't take the footy for the Imperials. Here's Tyler Flanagan, just somehow got a disposal out to Lockie Theodore. He couldn't gather it. Scott grabs it. He's tackled into the ground. Umpire said free kick to Campbell Scott.
Gee, I thought it was a good tackle. But anyway,
I think he actually disposed of the footy, then got tackled. We're a little bit blindsided to that. So Campbell Scott the free kick, just nearing centre half back for the Colac Imperials. They lead by 10 still. Kick now to centre half forward. Mids out. Took a good mark there for class service was Dylan Flanagan. He kicks the centre win. Chance here now for Thornton. He's had a big afternoon, Mitchie Thornton. He's kicked now looking for Marnie. Got the hand pass back to Thornton. Thornton now puts it inside the forward 50. Jackson! Takes the mark. Class over centre mark of the day. Left forward pocket.
How good was the pickup by
And again,
Marnie?
as we saw in the second quarter, had a lot of one-on-ones against Cahill. And he's just got to win those couple and get himself a big chance to win this game for his club. He's kicked 2 goals, one of them did hit the post.
I think Thornton's been Irrewarra's most productive midfielder today. He's shaded the game on boys. Yeah.
So Jackson comes in and he has kicked the goal. It's a straight goal, straight over the goal. Umpire's hat for a goal of the day contender.
A Westfield Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Snags his 3rd goal. He ripped him apart in the semi-final last year. And he's got his club back in this ball game here at the Western Oval. 8-1-49, Irrewarra Beeac, Colac Imperials 7-11. 53, Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. We've gone almost 4 minutes on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. KFC Colac last quarter.
And the Mashies are back.
And I think that passage of play showed Irrewarra the way they've got to play this with the breeze. They've got to be more direct, put the ball in dangerous position, and you would think the goals will come. So it's going to be tough for him to hang on from here.
Peter Dennett gets us underway once again. Anger's been big, won the tap down. Tanner's tried to take it away. It's been taken by Campbell Scott. Just was under the pump as soon as he got it. Garner well tackled by Dylan Flanagan. And he will no chance of getting out of that one. And we have got a ball up into the centre square. The sun's coming back out again here. Angus coming through Garner. Shrugged the shoulder. Got it high. Free kick will go to Garner. So Lukey Garner been a good player in the second half. Tanner set him up, and Lockie Theodore got him. Turnover. Coming through Tyler Flanagan. Kicked the centre half forward. Hit Chris in the back of the head. All this at centre half forward. O'Shaughnessy kicks it off the ground. Coming through now Garner. Well wrapped up by Enor. He dragged it back in, I reckon, but he's going to give it the benefit of it out. Ball pen will get a ball up. Gee, that's a let off there for the Cats.
He didn't see him coming at all.
Nah, did not.
Completely blindsided.
On his blind side.
Yep.
Yeah. Dennett gets us underway. McGlade doing the ruck work. One there by Stevens there of the Cats. And all just fires at the hand pass. It's been taken away by Skinner. Intercepted by Tyler Flanagan. High kick up towards the 4 line. Saxon's got 2 to beat. Good punch away by Tommy Cahill. And he punches it over the line and out of bounds. We get a Banbury throwing in the left forward pocket for the Bombers, who are peppering the goals at the moment. They trail by 4 points. 7-11 plays 8-1. Sunshine to come out. It's a big game for both teams. Both sides will feature heavily, you would think, come later in the season. McCann, Skinner, back to Tommy Cahill. Dangerous territory. Runs across the face of goal up towards the half-back flank position. Cunningham there and Stevens there of the Bombers did really well. Wild play, Cooper Stevens won the footy. Keep looking for Grease over the top of him. Coming through now, here's Grease, goes back on the second attempt. Dropping the footy was Lucas. He dropped the footy again. Kicked off the ground by Tommy Cahill, was smothered. Goes back in there for seconds. It's coming back though. Dylan Flanagan, 48 metres out. Goes inside the forward 50. Getting back. Dropping the mark. Lockie Theodore picks it up. Has a shot at goal. It's off target though. It's hit the behind post. Free kick to the Cats, who are under all sorts of pressure now all of a sudden in defence.
So here come the Cats. Kick short, finds Sammy Lucas. Son of a gun.
Oh.
Told to play on. Kick wasn't a great one out of defence. Bluey Angus has to rove this football. Just couldn't pick it up. Jet Price tries to as well. He does. Hand passes to Skinner. Skinner just bangs the ball forward. Bounces in the middle of the ground here. Opportunity here for Richardson.
Oh.
He's tackled in the ground. Ball up about 60 out from the Bombers' goal. 7-11-53 the Cats. 8-1-49 Irrewarra Beeac. 4 points the margin. Umpire balls it back up. Stevens wins the tap out. Caden Flanagan's hand pass was smothered. And he's going to get a free kick. Front on contact.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think it was holding them.
So the tattooed Flanagan, the Dane Swan look-alike, he's going to put it inside the forward 50. Jackson's got the set. They keep going to him. Chancey throws Shaughnessy. He's tackled. Ball up about 25 metres out directly in front of Irrewarra Beeac's goal. They kick into the railway end of the ground here at the Western Oval. Umpire will come back up and ball it up. So Jackson in the ruck grabs it. Tommy Hawkins style. Kick though wasn't good. It didn't go 15. Theodore tries to claim the mark. Here's Thornton. Sells the candy. He was tackled and he's going to be pinned on the footy. Free kick to Campbell Scott. That is a good battle between those two players. And Campbell Scott now, he's got to play a loose at centre-half back. And guess who? Action, Jack Pack Skinner. He's had a massive second half. Sends the ball to centre wing. Price flew away. Couldn't take the mark. Ball's on ground level. Overrun it where was Stephen. Here's Flanagan, Caden. Hand pass looking for Marnie. Marnie got it back and over the top to Flanagan, but stolen by Darcy. Theodore kicks the centre half forward. Allen couldn't get it. McRae's had a big afternoon, tough afternoon for McRae. Got the hand pass out to Harwood, and they gang tackle him, and it'll be a ball up at centre half forward for the Colac Imperials.
A bit happening here too.
Yeah, Tempers are frayed a little bit here.
What happened
I reckon there's a free kick. Razors made a free kick.
I'm not exactly sure, but I think the two boys that have been at each other all day, Noah and McRae might have been at the start of that.
And Noah's got a free kick.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there.
Big free kick in this ball game as Irrewarra back with throwing the kitchen sink at the Imperials. The Cats have got it in their 50. The hands of Noah.
Now what's going on?
Two umpires are confused. He's given him 50, is it? No.
So just on the 50, he goes to the left forward pocket.
McMullen.
Big mark. McMullen takes the mark. Class A set a mark today in the back pocket.
McMullen's done the hammy, boys.
Do you reckon when he took that mark?
Yeah, I think he was on the lead and he just pulled short. So, yeah, McMullen has done the hamstring.
Yeah, he's hopping off. It doesn't look too good there.
So it's going to be a boundary thrown inside the forward 50 for the Colac Imperials. Boundary throwing. Stevens, Garner, good work there by Flanagan. That was Tyler. Tries to get it to Caden. Caden now, got the hand pass over the top now. Chance here for Lockie Theodore on centre wing. Bouncing ball. Lucas overruns it. Jackson, Lucas, Skinner. Kick was smothered. Chance here again for Tyler Flanagan. Buttles his way through that traffic. Tannis has got the footy. He's tackled. Ball up between centre wing and half forward.
It's a hot
favourite
ball out there,
footy. It is. It's a hot potato. Umpire throws it back up again. Good work there by Harwood, but it's straight to Skinner. Skinner again just chucks it on the boot, but it's been marked by Noah Spokes for Irrewarra Beeac on centre wing.
Spokes now has it on centre wing. The Irrewarra Beeac version. What a game of footy this has been between two sides. Are going to feature heavily come September. Kicks up towards half forward. Skinner's been sensational. Couldn't quite bring down the mark. Tanner's immediately wrapped up by Parker. Ball pin will get a ball up. 7-11 plays 8-1. Approaching the 10.5 and nearly 11-minute mark of the last quarter. It's been some game of footy. Ebbs and flows all the way through. Harwood paddles it forward. Marnie, Skinner, Theodore. Tyler Flanagan over the top of the footy. We'll get another ball up. These two sides have got a week off next week as part of the split round, of course. Ray gets us underway. Stevens got up very, very early, but it's a free kick going to go to the Cats. Not sure why. So Brody Stevens will take the free kick here against Harwood. Ray Hay obviously spotted something that we didn't. So Stevens now has it now. and decides to thump it up the line up towards centre wing. Pack of players around the footy this one. It's going to be a Noah Allen free kick, or Campbell Scott free kick, I should say. So Campbell Scott run up his line, has been told to go, and just thumps it inside 50. Callan Spencer's on away. Good mark, no drop by Stevens there of the Bombers. Still a chance for the Cats though inside 50. Cunningham picks it up, and he has sprayed it. Oh, the bounds on the full, I think. Yes, so a let off there for the Bombers. Free kick will go to their way. And it's Richardson who's taking the kick. It's 53-49, approaching the halfway mark of the last quarter.
That was a good opportunity there, lost.
Richardson sends the ball out of defensive 50, turned over. He found the littlest opposition in Spokes, and then he turned it over to Thomas Swain. Play the Benny Hill music at the moment. Both sides under enormous pressure, and he's turned it over. It's a kick to each other. Luke Garner's taken the mark. He's in the left forward flank. It's probably a little bit too far out. He's had some big moments in big games for the Colac Imperials. He kicked wasn't good, but Campbell Scott check sides. It's a point. 7 goals, 12-54. The Colac Imperials, they lead by 5. 8-1-49. Beeac.
What else to draw, AJ?
Here we go. Man, AJ, we're talking about it on the way up.
$5 in shortening room.
Sportsbet.com.au as Swain kicks in. And the mark being taken here by Marnie here. Just a bit of cool heads need to prevail here in the rest of this game. Long kick up the lines, okay to Stannard. He's got himself into the game and since quarter time, been very good today. Jacobs down and of course had a great final series last year. Gets around with them with ease. They've got the ball tonight, the Bombers, and that was a good dance move. Kicked up the long looking for Harwood, couldn't take the mark. Jackson up the ground, gives it to Tyler Flanagan, sweeps the handball to Lockie Theodore, chips the ball into the corridor. It's a dangerous one. Dylan Flanagan kept his feet though. Ball up the goal, but he rubbed up. Got the hand pass away somehow. Kick up the ground by Tannis. Up towards centre wing. Stevens bumps up to George Stephen. Had kick forward, racked up there by Stannard. He takes away from the contest. He runs himself back in the traffic. Kick there looking for Cunningham. Well played. Cunningham got himself rolled on. Tyler Flanagan burst his way through the contest. Hand pass to Lockie Theodore. They got time, the Bombers. Kick inside 55. Theodore marks. Plays on. 35 out. He kicks. And he goes! What a goal! Bombers back in front. Goal at A contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
What a goal from Tommy Eno. He's been brilliant all day. It was something out of nothing. Tom Eno advanced in space, played on, took a risk, kicked a big goal.
And he was tackled as he kicked it, Drew.
Yeah, that was a ripping goal. Bombers back in front by a point. 9-1-55 to the Cats, 7-12-54. 14 minutes gone in his KSC Colac last quarter, Pete.
Tyler Flanagan,
just pure body strength there. He just forced himself through that and through the tackle and got the handball out and set up that goal just through
body on the line.
Yeah, willpower, wasn't it?
Yep, just wanted to push that board forward.
Yep.
Stevens in the ruck, 1 point the margin. Stevens now roves his own footy, kicks it inside the forward 50. Couldn't take the mark with Scott. Chancey now, again for Campbell Scott. Right forward pocket. Can he put the Cats back in front? He does! We've got a game on here in the KFC Colac last quarter. Goal of the day.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Oh, that was an absolute beauty. Anything you can do, Tom Endall, Campbell Scott can do better. That was a ripper. And gee, back on here at the Western Oval. It's now 8 goals, 12-60 the Colac Imperials, 9-1-55 Irrewarra Beeac. We've gone 15 minutes in this KFC Colac last quarter on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. Peter Mulherron, 2 weeks fresh from being in Japan.
That was an easy takeaway from young ruckman there from Stevens that backed up his own. Yeah, great piece of play.
Back in the middle, Stevens wins the tap out and he wins it again. Punches the ball forward here. Arnold overruns it. Spokes. Hair passes back to Arnold. His kick wasn't a good one. It's been turned over. Cooper Stevens takes the mark for Irrewarra back. Just a bit of cool heads, I reckon, from both sides. Need to take a bit of a breather. And Stevens now kicks, finds Richardson. Back flank for the Bombers. Just as they thought, they might have pinched the game.
Still, I reckon, 10 minutes to go, I reckon, lads.
And Dexter's got the footy. His kick finds a ballooing Angus. Retired 16 times from AJ Brady and Drew Simmons. Sends the ball now to centre half forward. It's going to be a free kick. Going, who knows? Irrewarra Beeac's way.
I thought it was a bit of 50 cents each way there.
Bronx cheers. And Lockie Theodore's got it just outside the 50. So Theodore now has a bit of Time to think about where he wants to kick.
Oh, gee.
And it's been turned over. And the Imps try to get it out of defensive 50. Smokes trying to take out Bluey Angus. It's all happening here in the Western Oval. Big Bluey gets it to Angus turns the footy over. Smokes gets it over top to Bailey Cale. Cale kicks inside the forward 50. Spence. Callan. Kick. Scott lines up and kicks the goal. 7 points the ball margin here. He's got 3. Goal and A contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That was an absolute beauty, and all of a sudden the Imps are back by 11 points, 9-12-66. They lead Irrewarra back 8-1-55. We've gone 17 minutes in this KFC Colac last quarter. Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Costly turnover there. Irrewarra are all running forward with the ball and an unexpected turnover, and we've just seen an easy goal scored back at the other end. Great play from Campbell Scott.
He's having a big last quarter, isn't he, Drew?
Oh, mate, he has exploded onto the scene.
Yeah, just as quick in the last as he was in the first.
Yeah, that's right. So back in the middle now here. What can the Bombers do? This has been some game of footy. I thought last night was a ripper, but this one's been a beauty. Garner got one high. He'll get himself a free kick. So Luke Garner now has it now.
I'll take this game any day of the week from last night.
Oh, absolutely. This has been a gem. Dangerous kick, though. Cooper Stevens cuts it off and comes away. Kicks up to half forward. Harwood taking the mark. The ball to go here, the Bombers. He gets a hand past to Cooper Stevens. He runs 70 metres. It was there. Free kick to Cooper Stevens. He worked so hard. Started to play out half back. And now he has an opportunity. And now another twist in this goal game.
He's a player that I think we've got to watch for the rest of the year because I reckon he's just going to get better and better. Just like this game has. He's got better and better,
If he
Cooper.
kicks the goal here, it's a team-lifting goal, isn't it? Oh.
This to put the margin back to under a kick. Cooper Stevens, he's played higher grade footy at VFL level. Played with the Colac Tigers, the Geelong Falcon. The big kick in the game. 45 out. He thumps it. He likes it. It's a goal! Bombers are not dead yet. Goal and A contender for Cooper Stevens. He's first.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
It's a goal first here at the Western Oval. There was not much goals at the first 20 minutes of the third term, and the floodgates have opened. 10-1-61, 9-12-66. Cats in front by 5. 18.5 minutes gone in this KFC Colac last quarter. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. Pete Mulherron, how good is this?
Oh, touch of class there from Cooper Stevens, and we've seen him do that a couple of times. When he gets involved in a passage of play, he has more than one possession in that passage. He continues on, and he created that goal himself.
Back in the middle, Angus Cooner won the tap out, but it didn't go to any effect. He goes in for seconds here. Chancey now for, there was Cale with the footy. There'll be another ball up in the middle of the Western Oval. 66 plays 61, 9-12 to 10-1.
Yeah, good, it's this game.
They've taken their chances, the Bombers.
Bit of cat and mouse between McRae and
Stevens. Wins the tap out, but again, it'll be another stalemate, another ball up.
Because that stoppage, Pete.
Yeah,
because Noah Allen pushed towards half back. He's done that the last couple of centre clearance bounces, and now he's gone back to the forward line now.
19.5 gone. Bluey wins the tap out. Here's Tyler Flanagan. Kicks out of that stoppage. Bouncing ball. It's gone about 65 metres out. Parker, maybe. He might get another chance to win him the game. Stacks on this one, and we a ball up. He talked about it in the pre-game, that chance that he missed against South Colac to win him the game after the siren. He's put himself forward here in this last quarter. Cam Parker up against Riley Edge. Ball up. Angus wins the tap out. Dylan Flanagan puts it inside the forward 50 underneath there. Good mark.
That should have been 50, I reckon.
Good mark there by guess who?
No, Keegan.
He's been pretty good. Gee, he looks like Sammy Lucas, doesn't he? As Keegan sends it out of defensive 50. George Stephen flew high. Here's Gardner on centre wing. Kicks now, looking to go centre half forwards. Chance here for Price. Got it over the top to Ozzy Arnold. Arnold now kicks now to centre half forward. It's going to go inside the forward 50. Chance again now through Scott, but Marnie's got the footy here.
Great tackle.
Just got the hand pass out. Good play here was Thornton. Got the hand pass back out now. Chance here for Swain. It was Marnie again. His kick was smothered. It's a hot football.
Great umpiring.
Hand pass was smothered again too. Gee, it's a hot footy. Irrewarra back somehow get it out of their defensive line. Stevens got the sit. Couldn't take the mark. Arnold's there. Spokes is there. For Irrewarra Beeac, it comes backwards. A chance again for the Bombers. Bouncing ball. Smith, Caden couldn't trap the football and get a disposal out. And it'll be a ball up on centre wing as the sun bathes the Western Oval on this Saturday afternoon. Whew. It's a 5-point margin. It's 66-61 in this big last quarter. Angus wins the tap out. Spokes, Stephen nailed the footy. Kicks the centre half forward. Allen couldn't take the mark against McRae. And there'll be a ball in. Remember, what was it, Travis Cole versus Benny Cox? That was a really good duel back in the day. I reckon this Campbell McRae and Noah Allen could be one of those rivalries, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got the makings of one, doesn't it? So boundary throw in here. 22-minute nearly ticked on. Been a super game of footy between two high-quality teams. Stephen punches forward, comes to Campbell Scott, who's lurking again. Luke Garner overrun the footy. Campbell McRae hand pass, it was a hospital one. George Stephen comes away, hacks the kick forward. Callum Spence is there, couldn't take the mark. Bouncing towards goal, kicked off the ground, missed. It's one behind. Margin is one straight kick.
Oh, could it be a draw, AJ?
Yeah. There's still a couple of minutes to go. It's 9 goals, 12 to 10 goals. 10-1. Short kick in. Marnie's taken the mark. Decides to get the hand pass away now. Coming out McGlade. Kicks towards the outer side. Sam Lucas in from the side. Got bits to it. Couldn't take the mark, but good enough to recover. Gets the kick on the boot, but unfortunately for him, no. Adrian umpire said, you run out of tarmac. We'll get a boundary throw in still. It's either going to be an Imperials win or it'll be a draw. I'm calling it now.
Oh, big call.
So that's what we do, Pete. A boundary throw in here right in front of the netball courts. Cats a goal in front. They can't lose this from here, I don't think. Angus wins the tap down. Tyler Flanagan come barging in. Ball spills out to Tannis. Tannis' quick kick up towards half forward. Taking the footy hard there was Wisby. Picked up by Tannis. Hand pass to Arnold. Hack kick forward, no mark taken. The Bombers are away for Stannard. He kicks a torpedo punt kick to the centre of the ground. Important ball to be won. Well played by Lucas of the Cats. He comes away. Kicks up towards half forward. They got loose numbers. Kick. George Stephen takes the mark. Goes inside 50. And the mark taken by Jack Price. Any score will give the Cats to win. He's about 35 metres out.
That was great work from Sam Lucas. Very calm. Picked out a teammate.
So he's gone short. And that bloke we spoke about, Campbell Scott, who's exploded in the second half, he'll go back and seal the game for the Cats. He's kicked 2 in the last quarter. And he'll go back and kick his 3rd for the term and 4th for the game. He's had some sort of afternoon.
He's not on the run, though.
That's right. Any score will give the Cats a famous victory. 40 metres out, puts it on its way. It's close. It's just going to fall short. Off the ground, Arnold.
No, Wisby.
Wisby touched him through, but it's a handy point, though, for the Cats. 7-point leaders at the moment.
24 minutes gone. KFC Colac last quarter. It's 9 goals, 14-68 to 10 goals, 161. Ball's been turned over. And it's been marked by Sammy Lucas.
Hasn't he been big since half-time?
Yeah, he's had a great second half.
Both him and Jack Skinner have had huge second halves as Lucas bangs it back into the right forward pocket. McRae paddles it forward. Scott under his hammer. It'll be a ball in. 35 out from goal.
So this competition is in for an absolute treat for the rest of the year. If this game's anything to go by, this has been an absolute gem of a game today. Well done to both sides.
It's been a ripper. So 7 points to margin. Irrewarra back need 2 scores to win.
25 minutes approaching. Won't be long left.
Here's a chance now. Tannis trying to gather the football. Bluey's there. Spokes as well. And it'll be a ball up inside the forward 50 for the Colac Imperials.
Gee, the East Hotel's open today. I tell you what now.
9-14 to 10 goals 1. Palm forward. Chance now for Thornton. Chance here for Tannis. Tannis kicks, goes right to the goal square. Bouncing ball, Stannard with the footy. Tries to take on the whole back line. He's going to win himself a free kick. And there's the siren.
What a game of football.
And the Colac Imperials win a thriller on a Saturday afternoon at the Western Oval.
And the first win since July 20, 2019 against the Bombers, the Cats.
At the Western Oval. And it's 9-14-68. Defeated Irrewarra Beeac 10 goals 1-61. It could have been one of those days where you kicked a lot of behinds and it cost you, but it actually won them the game this afternoon. 9-14-68 to 10-1-61. Campbell Scott kicked 3 goals. Noah Allen kicked 3 goals. Singles to Callum Spence and George Stephen and Sam Lucas. While for Irrewarra Beeac, 3 goals to Tommy Jackson. Singles to Cooper Stevens, Patrick Marnie, Tom Enor, Tyler Flanagan, Charlie Grist, Mitch Thornton and Mitch McMullen. And a big win for the Colac Imperials. They now go to 6-1 in the 2023 season with a bye and a holiday to come after the bye.
Yeah, what a game of footy, people, here on AJ Brody. How good was that?
Yeah, no, that was a fantastic game. At times you felt like Irrewarra actually in control of the game, but we forget about the domination that Imps had early in that game, and probably should have put a margin between the two teams early in the game. But they didn't, and they left themselves open, but they were able to fight back after Irrewarra hit the front in the last quarter, and probably should have hung on from there, but Campbell Scott came to the fore and really showed his class towards the end.
Yeah, massive game of footy there. Order, let's take that. Maxie, you're off, mate?
Yes, I'm off.
Yeah, well,
that was my one request for my 300th is I get to leave early.
Yeah, mate, we'll take the shit from here. Have a good, enjoy the rest of your weekend, mate.
You too.
We'll take a break. We'll take a break here on CFNL Live. Back with a big East Tail Toe post game. So we're back to take a breath. The Cats win an absolute classic by 7 points over Irrewarra Beeac. 9-14-68 to 10-1-69. We'll get the player of the game, Steph Comstaz, footy netball scoreboard. All that still to come. We'll take a break. Back with more from the Western Oval shortly.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. Weekday mornings from 6, it's Mix Brekkie.
If kids were listening to you at the moment, teachers were listening, why should they vote for you to lead the Yellow House next year at Sacred Heart?
And Gemma, they will be, so make it a good speech.
Because I definitely think I can be very kind and I can help people when they need it, and they should just vote for me.
I like that.
Say no more. That's a good finishing line. They should just vote for me.
Mix Brekkie for McDonald's Colac and Snap Fitness Colac. Mix FM.
Built to last and featuring the toughest materials and cutting-edge technology. Hip Pocket Workwear and Safety Colac has teamed up with Hard Yakka to bring you the exclusive Red Collection. Upgrade your work gear today at Hip Pocket for Mix FM Business of the Month.
G'day, it's Troy here from Richardson's Real Estate. With predictions by the CBA of interest rate cuts in the last quarter of 2023 and throughout 2024, now's a great time to start